And you're live. So, hello everyone. Firstly, I know what the definition of stupid is now, apart from me being in America. It's confirmation. It's chasing after the flipping ice cream man at my age. Not so much the chasing after the ice cream man. That part's probably stupid, but trying to eat the ice cream once you've chased after the ice cream man and you, hey, Captain Kid, how are you? No glasses on. INFJ, hello, how are you? Yeah, so you chase after the ice cream man and you buy an ice cream and then you're so out of breath it's very difficult to actually eat the ice cream that you just bought. So that's stupid. Next time, as soon as I hear the ice cream man down the street, I'll start walking. As opposed to I heard it and couldn't decide whether I was going to have an ice cream or not. Then I decided I would, but by the time I had, he was down the road in the other streets. So stupid. I thought I'll get down there before he gets out and then have myself an ice cream. And then I was like, I can't drink, can't eat it. But it is what it is. So I put some videos out. And we're led to believe that Jesus, who was around, 2,000 years ago, was called Jesus. And yet the letter J wasn't around until 1524. So how did he get to be called Jesus? And then, Frank comes in with, well, the Greek this and that and the other. And it's like, no, you're not listening. You're not understanding. The Romans apparently killed Jesus. And yet the Greeks name Yoshua, not Joshua, but whatever, however, with an I. The Greeks, we've got nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. By the time Greeks found out who was crucified, I'm pretty certain, I wasn't there, so I don't know. I'm pretty certain that people would have wrote about Yoshua. And it would have been circulating that was the name of the person that was crucified, if that was the case. And later on in life, over the years, the name may have changed to Joshua with a J in 1524. But the J that came in 1524 was already around in the 12th century because there was somebody called James. And later on, this James, he wrote a Bible or translated a Bible or however it came about, his version of the Bible. And instead of, which is quite simple, Joshua. It's quite simple. You take the Y, why must I go, and put a J in front. To me, that's very simple. So you have to think, hang on a minute, why are we taking the name of Yoshua and changing it to the Greek version of IE, not J, and calling this person named Yoshua Jesus? And yet the person named Joshua of Arimathea, is still called Yoshua of Arimathea, except it's using a J. So what's the reason behind that? Why is there any reason in the world that the English translation of the Bible uses the Greek IE to change the IE to the J, instead of just using the Y and changing that to a J, and still keeping the same name, Yoshua, when they did it with Joseph of Arimathea, Joshua of Arimathea. I don't know. But it seems that this person named D in England wrote a language that the angels gave to him. Jerusalem in England. Wouldn't that be funny? So there's a whole load of stuff going on, which is BS. There are people who are running the world, which work out of BS. That includes my king, queen as it was, whatever. However, that are not telling us the truth. And they have plans for us in the future. What they don't realize is God has plans for us in the future as well. And this technology under the skin isn't going to happen. And the brainwashing of the people isn't going to happen. And the AI stuff isn't going to happen. Now, for those people, I think you can see that demon didn't work, that those spells didn't work, that the flipping, 7 or 8 dolls, voodoo dolls that you got under the bed didn't work. And I use the name James because James may be important, and also the name Scott. And I point out that those white vehicles with the numbers on that are following people need to stop. So you do all of this studying, but it's not studying, is it? Like, you're making lives a misery. Now, behind everything that you've done, all those bad things that you've done, judgment was called. And you know, condolences, people are suffering for what they've done, including something wrong with your heart. I know what's happening. And you know why it happened, because of what you did. And you're worried now because of the return to sender, the backfire, however you want to call it. I don't care. What you can't see, what you refuse to see, you have already lost. Your only escape is not to try and stop the backfire hitting you. It's to not do it in the first place. That's the problem that you have. If you don't do it in the first place, which I've been telling you for months, it will not affect you. What you put out comes back. What you reap, so shall ye sow. Now, I know I come on here and I say all these bad things or whatever, and you get all triggered. I wouldn't say anything if you didn't do anything. If you weren't still trying to do these things, I wouldn't say anything. And please don't think that you're delaying anything. You're not. It's already planned. It's all going to happen. The only thing that will be different is the amount of karma that you get. That's the only thing that will be different. Listen, please, listen. I don't hate anyone. I don't care. I'm trying to save you. This is all about, I don't want no one suffering. No one. Nothing. Not a fucking ant, if I can help it. But these good people that have suffered has to stop. In order for that to happen, you have to stop doing what you're doing. But if you don't stop doing what you're doing, from the very beginning, I said, I don't want to reset. Remember the Jonas, whatever his name is. God, spare them. Don't destroy the whole town. Don't destroy the whole world. Whatever it is going to destroy, don't do it. If I find some good people, which is a mistake, what he should have said was, God, all the good people that I find, will you spare and take out the trash? That's what he should have said. Excuse me, confirmation. That's what he should have said. Like surgically take out the trash and leave the good people behind. Don't destroy everyone. Now, I talk about the 144,000, but the 144,000 is within you. Seriously. The ascension levels, the petals inside of all those chakras increase. That's your ascension. So many petals, so many petals, so many petals, so many petals till you get to the top. 1,000 flipping lotus little petals, whatever. I don't really care. But that's your 144,000. Now, it doesn't matter whether there's 144,000 people out there or not. There are people out there who have suffered, and that has to stop. There are people out there who are being studied. That has to stop. There are people out there who want their life back, and that has to start. That has to start. Now, you people at the top, you know who you are. You money people, you politicians, you kings, queens, princesses, princes, whatever. I really don't care. Your Bohemian Grove, whatever it is, I really don't care. The Vatican, I really don't care. You are all in bed, literally, all in bed together, catching God knows what kind of diseases, all of you. Everything's planned. Years and years ago, COVID planned. How many people in the CDC? Israel Jew. What? The chances of that happening? Nah, that's planned. That's planned. Wars planned. And it stops. Or else. Now, listen. You watch the film and you see the good guy and he's been persecuted or something's happened and he's not happy. One man goes up against everyone, takes them all out. Do you know why he goes up against them? Because he ain't going to lose. He knows, whether it's a script or not, because this is a script, remember, he knows he ain't going to lose. And you know what? Most of the people want the good guy to win. So you have Bob Hope. Now, if there's one man coming against all of you and you think you have power and you can't even take out somebody on this earth as many times as you've tried, how are you going to fare against God? I am getting fed up, obviously, of coming on here, making myself look stupid, saying all these things, everything coming true, you partially realizing, some of you fully realizing, some of you actually changing and repenting. I don't want to keep doing this. I am the thing between you and God. I don't care how you take that. I really don't. I am between you and the highest power there is. And whilst you're not protected anymore, You can save yourself by doing the right thing. Because I'm not going to keep coming up here saying, listen, God's going to, what's the word? Smite you. That's the word that came. Smite. God is going to smite you. And you know it's true because the saying is, vengeance is mine. This is thousands of years that you've been doing this. There are ancestors chomping at the bit. You already know. They're already around your house. You are already suffering. And it's going to get worse. And more people are going to be exposed, is the word. Exposed. Now, I said at the beginning, you can expose yourself in the best possible way. You could admit to everyone yourself, these are the things you did. This is why you did it. Give yourself some grace. Give back what isn't rightly yours. You only gained it off the back of other people in the worst possible way. You are going to lose it anyway. You're going to lose it anyway. It's that simple. You are going to lose everything anyway, and you are going to be found out anyway. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, the wealth transfer has already started, as you well know, and it will carry on until God is happy, until He has what He intended. Now, in this earthly realm, that wealth has to go somewhere, and you hate that. Tough. You've lived with it for thousands of years. Now it's time to give somebody else a chance. Those people that deserve it. Do you see how that works? It's not yours. You never earned it. You don't deserve it. And the reason why you don't get the power is because you can't be trusted with it. You cannot be trusted with it. You are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. See, you are the babysitter. I've told you already. You're the babysitter. And you're supposed to be looking after this world. And you're supposed to be doing a darn good job of it. Or even a job of it. You're supposed to be looking after all of the beings on this planet. That's why you're here. That's why you're supposed to be having the power to do the things you do. Except you are running it, as Forrest said, hiding behind a skirt. Using the power of some good not to give me a word because I can't think of a word. Energies. Thank you. Some good energies. Hiding behind the power of some good energies. Making out that you're doing a great job, that you're the good people, and the others are the bad people. And you did this by lying to us for thousands of years and changing all the scriptures and killing lots of innocent people, even now. This poisoning stuff, this car accident. Yeah, I know about the car accident. I know about you taking him out. I know about you taking both of them out because they're lovers. And you weren't too happy. There is nothing that I don't know. The problem is, I know everything that you know, and you know nothing that I know, apart from what I'm telling you. You have no idea the power of God. You have no idea. But you are finding out. Now, on a lighter note, Donald Trump doing the right thing, trying to look after the homeless, and people are going against it. Just think for a second. Just think for a second. This wealth transfer may leave you homeless. You people that are going against it. You people with agendas. So should we tell Donald Trump to leave you on the streets? Should we tell Donald Trump to leave you on the streets? Or in your car? Or in the van? Or in the abandoned building that you're in? All these people you're attacking, I'm talking to the higher ups here, all these people you're attacking through these bottom feeders, whatever you want to call them, we know. We know the cars you drive. We know the houses you live in. We know your names. Everything's known. Trying to hide the evidence, trying to burn the evidence, putting the money in the yard, whatever it is that you're doing, whoever you are involved in it, we know. Try not to say the name, just in case. We know. It doesn't matter whether you're a judge, you drive a truck, or you're a coach, or you're an air hostess, or you're a dirty cop, or you're just some person that got dragged into it. Doesn't matter. And I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Like, my life is already sorted. My life is already sorted, as is the life of all these other people. It's your lives that are going to get fucked because of you. And I'm trying to stop you getting fucked over. I'm trying to stop you getting fucked over. And you don't want to listen. I'm trying to tell you that those people that come against me, or any of the others, those people that lie on me, or about me, or to me, are going to get fucked over. If you're not coming to me correctly, you are going to get fucked over. If you're trying to do one over on me, you are going to get fucked over. I am now with no one. No one. I'm in contact with no one except for my family. And some of them I'm not in contact with. And I don't care. I don't care. Because I'm moving forward. And you can either move forward with me, or you can be left behind. And it's all about you. I don't have to know a single thing that you don't do. I don't. I get the information, but I don't have to know it. Because everything is known. This plan that you have for the future, it's already known. Excuse me, confirmation. It's already known. Listen. How will you achieve it with no money? How will you achieve it with no materials? How will you achieve it if you are homeless? And don't think that can't happen. Please do not think that that can't happen, because it can. It doesn't matter how rich you are. Now, put some stuff on Facebook that tells you that I know what the plan is. And I know some of the people behind that plan. And when I say some of them, I know all of them. Just some of them have been highlighted. So don't think for 1 minute that each day that you think you're moving forward, that you're going to get anywhere. Because you aren't. Everything that you're allowed to do, you're allowed to do. I don't know how to tell you. Everything that you're allowed to do, you're allowed to do. Free will. Go ahead and do it. Dig the hole deeper. Lose more. Listen, please listen. If you have $1 billion, I know people got trillions, but if you have $1 billion and you don't want to lose it, and you don't want to lose your status, and you're an evil son of a bitch who gained that $1 billion off the back of someone else, you don't want to lose it, so you do more and more bad things to keep it. And you hide the fact, and you burn evidence, and you do all these flipping things so you can keep it. Guess what? You are still going to lose it. You're still going to lose it. But you will lose it without any grace. With no grace whatsoever. And more karma, not dharma. Now, please listen. Listen. If all that is taken from you, everything that you own, every single thing, and you are left homeless, there is no way back for you. Because God is not going to help you. You know these comebacks that these people have when they turn to Joshua, Jesus? It's because they asked this powerful being for help. But when you spit in his face and you try to destroy his child that he has chosen to go out on a mission to do something good on this planet, and all you can do is try and stop that, there is no grace coming towards you. None. No grace whatsoever. You've got $1 billion. You are going to be homeless. Give it away. Give it away and ask, not me or anyone else, don't ask them for forgiveness. Ask God for forgiveness. And you'll be surprised that you don't end up on the streets, that you have something. It won't be what you've got, but you will have something. And with that something, if you ask him and you mean it, there's every chance that you'll be able to come back, to be back at the place that you were, but without that karma. You see, you sold to the wrong person. He does not have the power over God. It doesn't matter whether it's devil, Satan. I don't give a fuck about all those stupid things. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a fuck about you have all these deities and different names. It doesn't matter. They don't have the power. They do not have the power. They will never have the power. So giving your soul to them is a waste of time. Please listen. The Lord giveth, and the Lord can take away. You gained all these things. It was allowed for you to have, and now he's taken it from you. And that will go the same for me. If I don't deserve any of the things that I ask for, I won't get them. But if I do deserve them, I will. Ask and ye shall receive. But it seems that not everyone, not all of you, There are some good Masons. That's what I'm a Mason. Excuse me. I'm a Mason. Because that's what we were originally. We were originally Masons. And we were supposed to do good things. But you decided to, I don't know, maybe just change the rules a little. Maybe bend them a little. Not break them, just bend them to be in your favour. And it's not supposed to be like that. So then we have the Eastern Stars and all of this bullshit, and all of you people get together and you think that sacrificing children keeps you young. Yes, I know you think that. And you think that all of these bad things that you do, are going unnoticed. No, they're not. They may have been, remember, you were being shielded. You were using the energy and hiding behind that skirt. That's not happening anymore. That's why nothing is working. That is why you personally is wondering why, hang on a minute, I pay to have something done. And I seem to be the one that's getting hurt. How does that work? And you daren't say to the person that you were lying when you asked for the job to be done, because then they'll know that you are the evil and not the person you're trying to get. Yes, I know. You don't realise is, again, I told you the rules have changed. The rules have changed. They're not your rules anymore. If any of you, any fucking one of you, goes to these practitioners or tries to do it yourself, that return to sender, it's not going to be very good to you. It really isn't. It really isn't. Now, when these professional, practitioners, when these professional practitioners, when they do it, you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen. If they do it, when it goes out into the ether, however it works, don't give a shit. When it goes out, the universe, God, creator, source, whatever it is, will go, hang on a minute, who is the evil party in this? Like, who should receive this? Is it where it's being aimed? Or is it the person that's asked for it? And if it's the person that has asked for it, then it will go back to them. And also the practitioner, for not doing due diligence, for not finding out when these people come and offer them money and say, can you just kill this person? Or can you just do this? Or can you just do that? And they don't go, well, why? And they don't find out. And they don't ask the cards. And they don't ask spirit if it should be done, then it will happen to them, as well as the person asking for it. You see, practitioners, they can be good people. They can do it for the right things. They can heal people and help people. Just like money. It's not evil. Divination is not evil. The evil comes from who is in control of it. Money is evil if you, elite, are in control. But if you're not, money's not evil. And divination is not evil if the people doing the divination are not evil. Now, going forward, you will be surprised how divination is going to be used. Real divination. Divination that can find out who you are, find out where you live, find out what you've done, and act accordingly. Because divination with passed over loved ones and passed over friends and just passed over people or beings will be able to talk to those people and tell them what you did to them, so they can inform the authorities, the good authorities, the good FBI, not just the FBI, not just the CIA, the good people in those agencies or whatever, Interpol, MI6, all those secret fucking doodahs that you've got. Nothing's hidden. We are no longer going to be in a world where we are fearful of what the day is going to bring, because that's what you want. Through your television, through the channeling that you give us, through the programmings that you give us. Whether it be the laptop or the phone or the flipping telly, it doesn't matter. Through your music, through your movies. Yes, I even know about your MK Ultra and your sound energy weapons. Oh, do I hear one now? Oh, did it work? Oh no, it didn't, did it? We trust you people in the government to look after us. And I can't say that because talking about America, as well as England, but America, you're all in it together. And it's sickening that you make us all believe this bullshit that's going on. These wars, already planned, already worked out. Who's going to be the villain? Who's going to be the victim? So your plans going forward are already known. Who's going to be the villain? Who's going to be the victim? Again, I say to the Pope, I say to you, open up the Vatican, give the world the truth. Because at some point, and I'm not kidding, I'm telling you the truth, at some point, that will be opened up. And it won't be pretty. It won't be pretty. I'm just telling you the truth. That's not a threat. I'm just telling you the truth. Because you've been asked over and over and over again to tell people the truth about I just can't believe that you're still, after seeing everything that's happening, still going against the Most High God. See, I don't care. I think anybody can do anything that they want because they're here to learn. That's what I think. As long as confirmation, as long as it doesn't affect anybody in a negative way. Because how else are you going to learn? And then you have to take, then you have to take the consequences of whether you should have done it. Because, I don't know, apparently there was 10 commandments, well, thousands of commandments, whatever it is. You see, it's in the intention. That's the issue. What is the intention when you did it? That's what the issue is. What is the intention when you did it? Now, I'm sorry this isn't a, Forest fan. Everything's great. There were no liars, there were no cheats, there were no bad people in it. Sorry, ain't that. But anybody who thinks that they are the solver, I'm telling you now, you're not. You're not. And that hasn't come from me. You're not the solver. Whoever you are, whatever you think, whatever you believe, if you look at it closely, you will see you're not the solver. You see, it was a job interview. Fuck all to do with the chase, though. The Matrix has been rewritten. Now, it's just taking a while before the program resets. The wealth transfer takes place. We're still expecting some glitches for you people that can't, interact with the new program, who still believe in the old program. Now, listen, I wanted to keep everything moving. Like, blend it in. Not shut the computer down, start again. So, these Trojans, this is what you are, Trojans, flipping worms, whatever. You're the things in the system. And now the antivirus is sweeping through the system to quarantine you people, you, whatever you call them, whatever you want to call them. Trolls, Trojans, worms, whatever names you want to be classed as. You're all going to be quarantined. Whether you're quarantined here, whether you pass this veil and go somewhere else, that's up to God. And you. If you're putting out into the world that you want people to pass away, guess what? It's going to come back to you. If you're putting out into the world that you want people to lose their money, guess what? It's coming back to you. If you want people to lose a house, guess what? Coming back to you. If you want people to lose their car, guess what? It's coming back to you. If you want people to lose love, guess what? It's coming back to you. If you want people to lose their pets, yes, I know about that. Guess what? It's coming back to you. See how it works? So, the idea of this is to keep the Matrix up and running, and just send in the antivirus software, and pull you people out. And if you try and fight against it, you won't just be quarantined, will you? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you the truth. We could shut the whole program. Well, not me. God could shut the whole program down and delete you all. Start again. Or, as he has done, give you the chance to quarantine yourself, get cleaned, come back. Now, I know what I'd rather have. I'd rather get quarantined, get cleaned, and come back. That's what I'd rather have. Well, okay, it's going to strip me of everything, but so what? At least I'm still part of the system. Now, again, if you want Donald Trump not to look after the homeless, be careful, because you may be one of them. Just because you're not now doesn't mean you won't be. Because if that's what you wanted, that's exactly what you'll get. But it won't happen to the person that you want it to happen to. It will happen to you. Now, if you go on the Facebook, you'll see some of the stuff that I've been putting on there to tell you that the things that you've done are known. Those things are going to be reversed, obviously. The sound, the frequencies, the buildings, Atlantis, Lemuria, Tartaria, whatever his bloody name is. The Antarctic or Arctic, whatever it is. What's going on there? This is full disclosure. This is full disclosure. Confirmation. When I say full disclosure, I mean everything that's happened. Not the fucking bullshit, other aliens or other UFOs or not that. Full disclosure. Everything. Our history, our timeline, the whole lot. The things that your ancestors did and things that you did up to my ancestors, who are the same ancestors. Not the same ancestors, but... And it's funny that you're trying to get our ancestors to attack us. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there are things that you've done that you should be ashamed of, and you're not, and you're still doing them. And God isn't looking favorably on that. But you know that everything that I'm saying is true. You know that it's happening. You know people are passing away. You know people are going to hospital. You know people are going to the insane asylum. You know that all your agencies are having people that are supposed to be involved in this suffering because of the involvement, because of what you've asked them to do. You know all of that. You know all the glitches in your computers. You've seen people come and go. You've seen it all happening. Now, this all comes down to, please listen, there will be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars and upon the earth. And those are happening now. And that's a sign for you people to get your ass into gear and get yourself sorted. Remember I said, those who can't do the truth will not pass the test. They will fail the test. We all go through tests. It's what makes us stronger. You cannot be the best of the best if you don't train and suffer. You can't be the greatest swimmer if you don't sometimes feel the pain. You can't be the best runner if you don't sometimes feel the pain. You can't be the strongest man in the world if you don't sometimes feel the pain. If you don't sometimes suffer. If at sometimes it doesn't make you weak and sick and just so frustrated that you don't want to do it, that you don't think it's worth it. And that's what God does for you. Because when you do all of those things, it makes you the best person that you can be. The best you that you can be. Not the best person. The best you that you can be. If you're prepared to do it. And if you're not prepared to do it, which you obviously aren't, because you're just stealing from people, then it shows how weak you are. Done it tired and now I'm weak. Your effort will be worth the cold. I wonder who's been going through the cold and who hasn't. I wonder what the worth is. I wonder how brave you have to be. Now, you, confirmation, have to own up to the body in the woods. You have to own up to the money in the yard. You have to own up to all of these things. It's already known. It's already known. It's going to find you. Everything that you've done is going to find you. Like the good feds and the good CIA and the good DEA. Oh, don't forget them. The good DEA, those people, they're going to be busy. Maybe you can get a job doing that if you're lucky. Maybe they could use you as a consultant about how you managed to do these things through the tunnels and everything, about how you manipulated every country, about why Switzerland is such a special country. I wonder, why is Switzerland such a special country? Why was it never in the war? Is there something there that you all have in common? I think there is. Now, going forward, it's up to you. I don't care. I know what I've asked for. That's happening. Excuse me. That's happening. I know what I've asked for. That's happening. How that happens is going to be the same. It's going to be exactly the same. No matter what the fuck you do, it's going to be exactly the same. The only difference is the karma that you earn for the things that you do will be more or less. There is not a thing, not one thing, none of you. I don't care if all the countries in the world got together, with all of you witches, warlocks, flipping, whatever you want to call yourself. If all the governments got together and decided to use their flipping fantastic weapons, there is not one thing that you can do to stop it. Nothing. Nothing. And I'm not lying. I only tell you the truth. You know I've told you the truth. I've told you the truth from the very beginning, right up to this point. There's nothing you can do. It was set up that way. It was written that way. And you know I'm telling the truth. And like I say, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. My life is already sorted. My life is already sorted. Mom and Dad, they're looking after me. Do you know who they're in charge of? My mate, the devil. They're in charge of him. You see, in all of my years, you made him my friend. You made him my companion. I was more at home with him than I was with Mum and Dad. Because you made me forget who the fuck I was. You made me forget. And I thought the devil was my friend. All you fallen angels around the world, I thought the devil was my friend. Or Satan. Or whatever fucking demon's name that you want to give to me. That's where I was. That's where I was. That's where you wanted me. That's where you put me. That's exactly where you thought I would be now. Isn't it? Like, admit it. That's where you thought I would be now. And you're surprised. How come he isn't? How come he's still for the light? I'm not in the light, because remember, it's me in the middle. There's darkness and there's light. And I have so much of both. You cannot believe. But I share them equally. And I have a feminine and the masculine, and I use them accordingly. I have the yin and the yang, but each has to be balanced in order to be in alignment. Now, listen, if every one of the chosen has the same balance and the same power, that's a force, don't you reckon? That's a force. Because if one force can stop you doing what it is that you're doing, imagine what 144,000 of them can do, all working together as one. Because it is, after all, one consciousness. Christ consciousness. Remember the monad? The other bloody, not stupid, sorry, but the other states of energy or whatever, or people or beings or gods or whatever you want to call it, or monad. There are so many different versions of the same thing, but it's not who you are, it's who you can make them think you are. So we've been lied to a whole load of crap through the religious text from the devil, making us believe that we were worshipping mum and dad when we weren't. And that stops. And those churches will be reclaimed, and the land will be reclaimed, and the information, Mr. Pope, whether you give it out or not, will be given out, and the whole world will know the religion that you're in charge of right now and what it is to be held accountable. Now, the anti-human agenda, crimes against humanity, come to mind. I ask you for the last time to do the right thing. God is here. I kid you not. God, the real God, not your devil God, the real God is here. And he is pissed. And you know, if he wants to take vengeance, he can take vengeance. And I'm not saying I hold any power. And I'm hoping that he doesn't. I really am. Because I don't want no one to get hurt. I don't. I know people will. I understand that. I'm not happy about it. But I understand it. Jonah stopped God destroying the town and saved everyone. I'm not asking for that. I'm saying if you don't want to fucking be saved and live a righteous and just life, then by all means, I'm not going to save you. I'm not even going to bother with you. I'm not interested. This unconditional love, oh, there are conditions that you don't try and hurt anyone. Eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You wanted it, you got it. What you reap, so shall ye sow. That's exactly the same. That's exactly the same statement. An eye for an eye. If you sow an eye, then you shall reap an eye. That's what you'll lose. If you take someone's eye, you'll lose yours. It's exactly the same statement. What you brought into the world, what you wanted in this world, you will experience. unless you give yourself grace. Now, I'm not talking about asking me for forgiveness or any of the people that you've caused harm, because I don't believe in forgiveness. Because remember, Jesus died on the cross. Joshua, whatever his name is, no offense, because these people don't know the truth if it fucking bit them. He died on the cross for our sins. Think about that. He died for our sins. So in effect, we're already forgiven. All the sins that we do, we're already forgiven. That's why he died, because we're already forgiven. But it's about the intention. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Do you remember those things? Like you go in specifically, take a person, make them love, get them married, off them, take the inheritance, or take the insurance, whatever it is. Or just make them feel bad so you can take them at their lowest point and then use them, or step in between two loving people, whatever it is that you do, all these fucking bullshit things that you do, or do this Ponzi scheme, or whatever it is. I don't care. That's your decision. Do what you want to do. But I'm telling you, it's being judged. Confirmation. And the only way out of it, don't ask for forgiveness from the people. Ain't going to happen. And I've asked mom and dad. No, it doesn't happen. There is nobody on this earth that is going to say, I forgive you for killing my child. I forgive you for raping me. I forgive you for doing this. I forgive you for doing that. No. There's going to be an automatic justice, not law, justice. Because you prey on these people, you make them believe all these things, and then they forgive you, and then you do it again, and they forgive you, and you do it again, and they forgive you, and you do it again, and somebody else is suffering because these people go, yeah, I forgive you. No judgment, no forgiveness. If it's wrong, there will be justice. That's it. And if it's just a lesson, if it's just learning, that's why we're here, to experience what it's like to be human. If it's just learning, then we accept that it's just learning. And it has to be between 2, 3, 10, 20, 50, fucking 1,000 people. I don't care. If they all want to do the same thing and it's not too good, I don't care. They're learning and they're doing it with the intention of love, with the intention of pleasing someone, not destroying someone. And that's the difference. It's about the intention. If you're doing what we consider to be sinful things because you love someone, because you want to please them, that's a lot different than doing the same thing to destroy someone. So we shall find out what is actually a sin and what isn't. And it is about the intention of not hurting the person, and about that person not being hurt, whether they know or not. Do you know what I mean? So, this LGBTQ agenda, gone, finished, ended. I don't care what people think about that. I don't care. It was only set up as an anti-human agenda. If you are a man and you love a man, I don't care. And if you are a woman and you love a woman, I don't care. And if you love 50 women, I don't care. And if you want to be with 50 men, I don't care. I don't care. That's your choice. That's your choice. But trying to stop creation, trying to go against God, that is not a choice that can be tolerated. Not a choice that can be tolerated. Now, I don't know where I stand on abortion. I really don't. I don't. But I do know that once that spark is created, that is a life. And that is a life that God sent down to us. An energy that exists. I am fully aware there are times that it is going to be. Like, I can't even think about how bad that can be. I really can't. And my heart goes out to those people. And that's why I don't know about abortion. But I do know once that baby comes into this world, you had better not fucking touch it. So, also, I want you, all of you, you rich people, to stop this bullshit maritime bollocks about the name and the birth canal and all of that. And I want you to rectify that and to allow those people who've earned that money to have it. Yeah, I know about that as well. If not for my name, I would have nothing. Not first. Oh, we own you. As soon as you're born, we own you. You have to give us something. It's all ours. No, it's not. No, it's not. You own shit. You own nothing. Everyone that has been born is entitled to their inheritance, and they will receive it. And you will make sure all of this bullshit that you put into this world, everything is stopped. Everything. There are no contracts. There are no contracts. What do you think happened? The little kid inside the baby, inside mom's went, oh, just give us that pen, I'll sign this contract. No. No contract. You don't own them. You don't have their money. Nothing. This maritime law and flipping earth law, bullshit. So you need to get yourself sorted. You need to get yourself sorted and do the right thing. It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway. It's going to be taken from you, and it's going to happen anyway. I'm just trying. I'm just fucking trying. It ain't working. It ain't working. Like, you know, I know I've saved some people. I know that. And, you know, I should pat myself on the fucking back and say, well done, Mary, you saved a few people. But I don't want to save a few people. I want to save everybody. I know I can't. I know I can't. I know I can't. But I'll give it the best fucking shot that I've got. And you don't have to believe a single word that I've said. You don't. And you can say that this is just for entertainment purposes only. This is just to keep you amused, even though you're probably not amused, even though you don't care. But you know the truth. And you know what I'm saying is the truth. And I'm not saying it to be special. I'm not saying it to be clever. I'm not saying it to trigger you. I'm saying it because it's the truth. It's the truth. And if you don't like it, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not doing it to wind you up. I'm not doing it to upset you. I'm not doing it to trigger you. I'm trying to tell you the truth. People need to wake up. Not just those people that are being abused, not just them. You people that are doing the abusing need to wake up. You are being judged. And there is no way out of it. The person that can help you is you. That's it. You're not going to get any forgiveness. You're not. Listen. God is judging you. Even if everyone else is judging you, which they shouldn't do, because you're not supposed to judge. He who has sinned, he who has not sinned, cast first stone. They shouldn't be judging you. But even if they are, God is judging you. Excuse me. Confirmation. And he's the only one that's going to forgive you. If you do something that warrants his forgiveness. And if you don't, Donald Trump is going to be picking you up off the streets. It's that simple. And it doesn't matter if you've got $27 trillion between you or on your own. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you own all these companies. It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire. It doesn't matter if you're a trillionaire. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you worked for the government, worked for Donald Trump. It does not matter. You will be judged, and you will be judged fairly based on everything that you have done. And you're just as guilty if you just went, I'm not going to get involved. I know it's happening, but I'll just let them get on with it. And didn't do nothing. Then you're just as culpable. Oh, yeah, is that the word? Just as culpable. I don't know where that word came from. I don't use that word at all. I don't know where it came from. It's not my word, but that's the word that came out. So I'm saying that's the word that's got to be used. I'd have said liable or something like that, but culpable, whatever culpable means, it's not a word I use. So I'm sorry I sound like a dick, and I don't care. I don't care that you think that I am. Whatever it takes. Hello. Uh-oh. Hey, man. Angel here. Hey, Angel, a.k.a. Aaron Ramsey, a.k.a. Father Robin. It's worked. Susan Lou, 2 published father's manuscript hacked, stolen. Wow, it's a lot going on there. I said goodbye to you because you seem to not accept others. Meet others exactly where they are. Who cares what you want? Leave others alone if a woman loves a woman. That's exactly what I just said. Don't know where that's come from. Oh, who cares what I want? Who cares what I want? So you think I'm saying it because I'm the only person that wants it. I'm the only person that doesn't want children taken. I'm the only person that doesn't want women taken. I'm the only person that doesn't want men taken. I'm the only person that doesn't want it. I don't want it for me. It ain't happening to me. I don't know all them children. I don't know all them women. I don't know all those people that are suffering. I don't know them. But I do love them. So the fact that I want it, and I ask God for it, and God says, I agree. I agree, Mario. Those things shouldn't happen. Then it matters what I want. Whether you like it or not, that doesn't matter. You see, my relationship between me, mum and dad, is my business. And if I ask them for something, which is what I want, and they say it's okay, then it's okay. Unless you want to tell them it's not okay. That Mario should not want children to be safe, or women to be safe, or men to be safe. I just want people to have a nice, happy, peaceful, well-deserved life. That's what I want. And I've asked for it. And apparently, they think it's okay. They think it's a good idea. That this earth is how it's supposed to be. Not just this earth, all realms. Because all those people that are helping, those beings, those starseeds, aliens, whatever you want to call them, that are helping, all the fae that are helping, all the demons that are helping, and the dark entities, all the spirits that are helping, everyone that's helping, all the past people that are helping, I don't know. They seem to think it's okay. They seem to think it's a good idea. So, is it what I want, or is it, I don't know, what most people want? In fact, it's pretty much what Forrest wanted. Why can't we all just get along? Which means you all get along and no one has to suffer. And everyone can be as happy as they can make themselves without hurting someone else. So I do leave others alone. Thank you very much. Hey, Woody, and what's that got to do with the Earth being run by alien entities that are screwing everyone over? Well, not everyone over, but most people over. What has this that you're telling me got to do with that? I don't care. The chest was where I said it was because of the information that I gave you. The second treasure is what it is because that's what it is, because of the job interview, because the abundance from that is what's going to change this earth back to how it should be. Whatever it takes. Yeah, okay. If you say so. Whatever. All the greedy, obsessed, narcissistic arseholes that try to stop what couldn't be stopped. Fuck off. You are very dramatic. Am I? I didn't know I was dramatic. I thought I was just honest. Chill? Chill? I am chilled. I couldn't be more chilled. Like, if you want to see me unchilled, you'll know when I'm unchilled. Trust me. You'll know when I'm unchilled. And at the moment, I'm not unchilled. Well, I am unchilled. What am I trying to say? No, at the moment, I am chilled. I'm not unchilled. The folks that work their asses off deserve to have what they have earned. Others that steal it deserve what. Others that steal it deserve what they. No, others that steal it don't deserve to have what they have earned. No. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what you're saying. No. I agree. You should get what you deserve. I don't believe that stealing it means you deserve it. I don't feel that making people suffer means you deserve it. I don't think because you stole $1 million and made $20 million from that $1 million means you deserve that $20 million, because you'd never have had that $20 million if you hadn't made someone suffer in the first place. Not only that, you only made the $20 million because you're using the energy from the person you stole it from. Because without that energy, you are nothing. 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 Now, I don't want to get into what Forrest did or didn't do because I don't know, I wasn't there. But I'm telling you now, if you're saying that Major Forrest Burke Fenn knew that he was screwing over all of those people in the thrill of the chase, that's a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? If you're saying that he didn't give a monkeys about the people that died, that's a tough pill to swallow. Now, you don't deserve fuck all if you steal it. You don't deserve fuck all if you get it off the energy of someone else. I don't care what you're saying. And don't think that I'm not chilled. I'm chilled. I'm just telling you in a language that you understand and in a tone that you understand, because you don't understand chill. But I can tell you something. And anyone who wants to know if I can project any sort of feeling, they will know it right now. And that doesn't mean to say that I'm not chilled. That just means to say that in that instance, they know they don't fuck with me. Because I'm not one to be fucked with. And that's the simple truth. And yes, I am chilled. I am fucking perfectly chilled. As anybody who can read energy will tell you. I've been mean, and I don't care. Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Have to be cruel to be kind. For people to listen, you have to do a certain thing in a certain way, because if you don't, they will put their hand in the fire and they will get burnt. Now, you can say, oh, well, you shouldn't do it because, no, yes, you should. Yes, you should. You should always stop somebody putting their hand in the fire, always. And you should always do whatever it takes to make that happen, always. So, if you think I'm being mean, it's for people's own good. And I don't care. I don't care. Because if I came along and was like this all the time and they end up hurting themselves, and I think, well, fucking hell, Mario, why don't you do a better job of telling them, don't put your hand in the fire? So now, I don't care. And I can absolutely know in my heart and be who I am and be authentic and say, I tried. Confirmation. I tried. I tried to stop people getting hurt. I tried. I did everything that I could. I spent 5 years, listen, 5 years. I don't know if you were around when I first came out, but I was a little bit more, I don't know, calm. But for 4 years or more, nobody was listening. Nobody was listening. But now, we're at the dark end of it. We're at the end of it, where people are going to get hurt and worse. They're going to lose stuff, even their own. So I think it's okay to be a bit mean. I really do. In fact, I think it's okay to be very mean. Because right now, there is a judgment being called and people are going to suffer. And I don't care, because I know that I've done my best to warn them. You see, God has a plan. God always has a plan. His plan is always perfect. Always perfect. And it has what is called divine timing. It's going to happen. Can I make it happen the way that it's meant to? It's going to happen. And it's going to happen when he decides it's going to happen. If that comes too soon, then people are going to suffer. And I'm going to feel bad. But I've said everything that I can. And we're in this last bit of this. Not the last bit. The last bit of the first round of judgment. Those people that have been bad, to the point of those people that are noticed that have been bad. Those people, those celebrities, those people that we love and admire and we politicians and that we take for granted and think they're going to be there for whatever. The Pope, people in the churches, all of those people that think they've got away with literally murder and worse. All of those people that think they've got away with it, those people that go to Bohemian Grove, the princes, the kings, the queens, presidents, whatever, these call it dictators, whatever they call them, they're all working together. They all know each other. It doesn't matter who's who. It doesn't matter who's in charge. It's all the same thing. Now, I have to be a bit mean to make sure that they're fully aware. They are fully aware that God isn't playing. And if I upset people, I upset people. But I'd rather upset somebody and they think, oh, hang on a minute, there might be something in that. Let me just think about this. Than if I just went, oh, by the way, something's going to happen. You're going to be judged. Hey ho, that's what it is. So, yeah. It may be messed up, but it's true. Hey, Luli. Yeah, all good, all good. Why are you not blue? So you were team Lucky Skip. No, I don't even give a fuck about that. I'm team Mario. I'm team me. I am whatever makes me happy, whatever is for my highest good, that's what I am. If that makes me a bad person, makes me a bad person. Not going to join a team. I don't need to join a team. No. None of those things about Forest. No. And it doesn't matter. This is not about Forest anymore. I am not talking about Major Forest Burke Fen. I am talking about what led me to the world is run by beings that screw us over and nothing is as it seems, which is exactly what the Thrill of the Chase is. Run by someone that doesn't give us the truth, even though they're giving us the truth. And I know the truth. So the world giving us the truth, but not telling us the truth. The Thrill of the Chase giving us the truth, but not just the Thrill of the Chase. JCB, Justin, not giving us the truth. Giving us the truth, but not giving us the truth. Giving us the truth, but not giving us the truth. And expecting us to just go along with it. Nope. Not going along with it. Not going along with it. Know what the truth is. Too late. Jack is out of the box. Hope is still in there. Climbing up. Making sure that everyone gets their fair share. And this Admiralty flipping law bullshit stops. And you stop making money off everyone else. And they get what they deserve. And I don't care whether they are 1 day old or 120. The money you took from them because you made up some law, some Admiralty law, some marine law, maritime. Thank you. Maritime law and fucking earthly law. Bullshit. And decided that you will earn off someone through a contract that they know nothing about. Bullshit. Nothing is as it seems. You're going through your life, people are going through their life, working their bollocks off, not knowing that they already have money. That people are stealing from them. Day in, day out, 365 days a year, that's 364. Cycles of the moon, not time. All bullshit. This is all bullshit. The Matrix is all bullshit. Confirmation. And God, thank you, is going to come back and prove it. So I'm going to go now because I can't be bothered to put the light on. Let's get some light here. I can't bother to put the light on. I'm disappearing into the darkness. Because I read the poem. And now I'm stopping chasing and they're going to chase me. That's the whole point of this. I am no longer the chaser. I am no longer the hunter. I was no longer the hunter in 2020. I was doing the hunting. See, this is about me finding out who was who in the zoo. And who is who in the zoo means they're all the same. It doesn't matter who it is. Anybody that is running a country, nearly everybody, is all part of the same thing. Like, listen, my name should have been Mauro. M-A-U-R-O. You know what that means? Of brown skin. More. African. It's an Italian name, a Spanish name, a Portuguese name. Talking about Africa. How does that work? How does a name from Africa, talking about an African, and the Moors were African. I know they came over to Italy, which is how it probably came about. I know a lot of stuff. So my original name should have been Mauro, but they named me Mario for some reason. And my name, Mauro means to follow as well, I think. But my name is Mars. Mario is Mars, the god of war. Mario is Maria, or Mary. Peace. I am war and peace in one body. I am your karma and your dharma in one body. My second name is Martyr, the tears of the martyr. Me, the tears that I cried. God, I don't know if you can see my hand. Where's my hand? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? The tears of God, the tears that I cried, God. The tears of the martyr, the tears that were cried for people on this earth. Those tears, God saw. The pain, God felt. My name tells you everything you need to know about what is happening right now. Right now. The tears that were cried right now. The war that is going on. You, people, are fighting you. War, Mario, Mars, not fighting because of Maria. Mary, the divine feminine, who is not fighting, who is allowing people to destroy themselves, even though the god of war is right beside her, ready and willing to defend her, which is not what happened. Which is not what happened thousands of years ago. Because the divine feminine was slaughtered, or so they thought. Now, you don't have to believe a single word that I say. I don't give a fuck. But I'm telling you, there is a judgment on this earth. I have to believe it. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that I can wake up every day knowing that I've done the best that I can do and that everybody is living their best life for their highest good. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. If you don't want to be involved in that, if you don't want to be involved in that, I'm pretty certain that mom and dad will decide that you're not worthy of the abundance, the inheritance that these people try to steal. You see, you'd have had a share of it. You would have had a share of it if you'd have just been involved with it. But you wanted all of it. You didn't want a share of it. You wanted all of it. But if you'd just given it up, you'd have had a share of it, which meant you would have had something. You wouldn't be on the streets. But you wanted to go, no. I'm on evil so-and-so. I've got power. I can do this. I can take this person out. I can make them feel guilty. I can make them take their own life. I can make them feel bad. I can make them go crazy. I can do all of these things because I've got money. Well, guess what? No, you can't. Who are you? Well, I know Cynthia got her hands all over computer and his body. She claims, and his body. She claims Peggy's property. Wouldn't be the first time. See, was the game to get Toby, Shelley, Chrissy, Mike, Cynthia, Charlotte, Carl. Yeah, Carl. Naughty, very naughty. Carl is another name for Joker, I think. Is it Joker? Or is it Jack? Jack. Carl's another name. It might be Joker as well. Carl is another name for Jack. Literally, I'm not just saying that. Carl is another name for Jack. So is Joker, but Carl is another name for Jack. As are many other names. Jack is known by John and all sorts of names. I don't know about Bill. Call him Bill around the house. Although I don't know if they'll be free then, Luli. They might be detained. Maybe not. I don't know. What would I know? No idea. I won't do anything with any person in this community. Just want to go home. Go home. No one's stopping you, unless they are. Whatever. You have a good list. Top Gun Maverick, true story. They won't even look for us true solve. That is beautiful. Be known. Just 9 mile hole. BS. No one's stopping it. No one can stop it. It's going to come out. Everything. This has all been about me saying that everything that's been done in the dark, I'm in the dark. Everything that's been done in the dark will come out. It'll all come out. Whether it be the Forest Fen solve, whether it be about Amelia Earhart, whether it be about Isis and Osiris, or Yoshua and Joshua, or Sophia and Christ, or whatever. You know what I'm saying. Who else? Tutankhamun, the truth. The Arizona, cave. Is it Arizona? Grand Canyon stuff. Excuse me. Confirmation. All the stuff that's hidden. The stuff that's hidden behind the Mount Rushmore. Well, now that I've started, I might as well use the name of it. Obviously, the stuff that's in the Vatican. The Bohemian Grove, whatever it's called. Whatever that place is where those people go that do all these satanic rituals. Everything's going to come out. Everything. All these things these people are doing. That Sheriff Scott in, is it Florida? Atlanta? Oh no. The girl in red. So if you live in Atlanta, just be warned. And I don't obviously live in America. If you live in Atlanta, be warned. There is a girl that dresses all in red. All in red. Different shades of red, but all in red. And what she does is she walks into a place and gives it the scan over. And then her partner, boyfriend, lover, whatever it is, comes in and steals from the person that she's pointed out, looks vulnerable. So if you're a lady on your own with your phone and your bag and everything, and she comes in and checks out everything, and she says, oh yeah, look, there's a victim there, you go over there and you can get it from her. And this woman wears all red. So if you're in Atlanta and you see someone in all red, call the police and say, look, she's a what's that? Trust me, I'm not lying. All in red. And her partner is a bit scruffy. Like, she don't look scruffy, but he does. He looks scruffy. So, and you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. I know somebody lives in Atlanta, but you don't have to believe me. If you see that person, you know that they're on the lookout to try and steal something from someone. I know a lot about America, and I go over there. That's crazy, isn't it? I know more about America than I do about this place, because I've had no there are people in the chase in England. Jonathan, Adam, Foddy, the spider lady, can't remember her name now. Paul, my mate Paul, good old Paul, can't forget him. So there are some people, there are others, but I can remember them, but I can't remember them. So most of the people, remember Who's Who in the Zoo, most of the people were in America that were in the, not forgetting USA, China, of course. The Who's Who in the Zoo is about who are these people that are trying to screw over someone searching for a chest of gold. To find out that it's worse than that. It's way worse than that. It's way worse than that. And Davey B will tell you, I told him at the very beginning when I started speaking to him, I want to know who's who in the zoo. I told Forrest I'll stop searching, and now I'm not going to go over to America. This is after I've obviously been to America. I'm not going to go over to America. I'm not going to try and get a chest. No point. If you have a handicap, So I just want to know this lure that Forrest put out, what was it for? So I found out what that was for. And then I became the lure. I became the lure. I became the thing that people were chasing. I became what people wanted. I became the treasure. True. I'm not bullshitting. I became the treasure. And if you can speak to these people, they'll tell you. Not just me. And I've proven that I know because I've explained those people and what they're doing and the cars that they drive and the things that they've done and the body that they hid in the woods and the voodoo dolls that they have under the bed and the money that they hid in the backyard and all of these things. It's impossible for me to know. People live in different places in America. No, A should be, I don't even live in America. And B, they live in different places in America. And yet I can tell you what people are doing in Florida, what people are doing in Wyoming, what people are doing in Colorado, what people are doing in Oregon, what people are doing in Atlanta, what people are doing in Michigan, what people are doing in Tennessee, what people are doing. I can tell you what these people are doing. I don't even go to America. I don't go to America, but I can tell you what these people are doing. Crazy, but it's the truth. They just some just minded their own business and looked for the treasure. Yeah, and that's the bit that I'm trying to get across. I want those people that genuinely believed in Major Forrest Burke fan, genuinely believed there was a treasure, to be given the answers, and those answers will come out. Not just about the chest where it was, which you already know, but about the treasure that was hidden and why these people wanted it and why they stole my account and why they used my account and why they don't want to give it up. They even told people that I gave them permission. No, I didn't give you permission. In no way, shape or form did I give you permission to access my account. None. Never did. Just thought I'd put that out there. Bye, Mario. Please try to admit you do care. It doesn't matter. And you have much to learn too. Otherwise, you are not human. Yes, I know I have much to learn. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Listen, I care about me. And I care about everybody. As long as they care about themselves. And when you don't care about you, I don't care about you. That's it. That's my unconditional love. Like, I can care for you. I can care for you if you care for you. But if you don't care for you, I don't give a shit. Why should I care for you if you don't? I'm not going to care for you, so I don't care. I'm not going to care for you if you don't care for you. If you haven't got enough about you to have self-love, not in the narcissistic way, to own up to your faults, to accept your faults, to love who you are for all the things that you do and have done and are doing, no, I don't care. I don't care. I'll tell you, I want you to have that understanding of yourself, because that's what you're told. Know thyself. That's the first bit to find God, knowing thyself. If you can know thyself, if you can find God within you, not out there, within you, if you can find God within you, you will surely find God, the energy, whatever it is, however they want to describe it. Doesn't matter to me, because we all have free will. Excuse me. So me caring is if you care. If you don't care, I don't care. I don't care. And you don't have to believe what I say. I don't care about that. I care that I said it. I care that I said it. I've said it. It's out there. People know it. Great. If they listen, great. If they don't, great. Because until they care, until they care about them, I don't care about them. I don't. So I'm just me. I'm being honest. You can think what you want, but I'm being me. I'm telling you what I do. I'm telling you how I think. I'm telling you how it is. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. I'm telling you, I don't care. If you care for you, I'll care for you. Because that means you're you're a good person. And if you care for other people, I'll probably care for you even more. But I'll know if you care for you or not. And on that note, if you want to come towards me, come towards me. If you want to give me an offer, give me an offer. But guess what? I'm not going to accept it. You want to give me some fake offer? I know all about it. You want to give me some fake offer? You want to give me some fake love? You want to, whatever it is you want to do, do it. It doesn't matter. But the answer is no. Always has been no. Always will be no. Don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You're worrying about whether you should speak to me or not. You're worrying about whether you should come towards me or not. I don't hold nothing against nobody because I don't care. I'm not angry. You did what you did. Fine. We move on. I learnt my lessons. Hopefully you will learn your lessons. My lessons were the pain and suffering that I went through. Your lessons will be the pain and suffering that you're going to go through. I learned, you'll learn. If you don't learn, you go through more pain and suffering until you learn. That's what life is. That's why we're here. We're here to learn. If we don't learn, we keep going through the same things over and over and again. I went through lifetimes not learning. Now I've learned. So now I'm trying to teach others. If you don't want to suffer forever and ever and ever and ever, if you don't want to suffer forever and ever and ever, know thyself. Do the dark night of the soul. Accept who you are. Love who you are. Without condition. Don't try and change yourself. You are who you are. Unless you go around killing people and doing things like that, then obviously change yourself. But if you're just an average person, you've done a few, dodgy things, accept it, and love it, because that's the person you are. Now, if you can't do that, I don't care. Why should I care? You don't care. You don't care. And that's how it is. So I want everyone to know thyself, to find the God within them. Just research it. You'll find it. It's easy enough to do. And, not easy to do, but it's easy enough to follow and do if you want to do that. I'll just do what I do because I feel what I feel. And I do the things that I feel. And then I get told other things that, after stuff I don't even understand. But if you don't care, sorry, I don't. I'm not being horrible, but that's like me trying to help somebody put a tent up and they don't care whether they put the tent up or not. It means I'm going to be putting the tent up and they're just going to stand and watch me. No. It's your tent. You put it up. And if you're struggling, I'll help you. I'm not going to put the tent up for you. So I don't care. Put your own tent up. Make the effort. Put the poles in. Tie the ropes. Do whatever you need to do to get the tent up. In a storm if you have to. Because sometimes it is. And if you're not prepared to do that, why the fucking hell should I worry about whether you do it or not? I don't care. I'm just telling the truth. You don't believe it, that's fine. I do appreciate some of my dear friends I met in the chase. But like I say, I don't resent anyone. They did what they did because they wanted something. They wanted something out of life. And they thought that this was the best way for them to get it. Not going to throw any stones. I've done things that I'm not too fucking happy about. So they did it. And it didn't work. What do you want me to do? Now, do I think that's a good person that I want to spend time with? No, of course I don't. Do I hate them? No, I don't hate them. Do I love them? Yes, but I will love them as far away as I am now. I won't be hugging them. Well, obviously because they've got something, but I won't be hugging them and doing all them things. I'll be kissing and being flipping nice. But as a human being, as a person, it doesn't matter to me. Until they decide that they're worth, until they know their own worth, why should I care? Confirmation. Why should I care? I don't. I care about me first. What is going to make me the best version of me? So I do that. Then I have enough self-love for myself that I can love everybody. Because I know that we're all bad. I know about me. If I can love me, I can love anyone. But when they're going to try and, I don't know, steal from me, get rid of me, whatever it is, make me go crazy, well, I tend to draw the line there. Not just me. I tend to draw the line if they're trying to do it to anybody. Am I stupid? Am I crazy? Again, I don't care. I'm happy with me being me. I'm happy with that. And I love me. I think I'm a half decent human being. 3/4 decent human being. Because I know there's a quarter of me that isn't that decent. But none of us are decent. In fact, I must be half decent because I'm light and dark. So I must be half decent. And then the other part of me isn't. Am I half decent a lot of the time? No, I'm more decent. But there are times when I'm not fully decent. There are times when I do some, not so good things. Does that make me a bad person? No, it makes me a person. It makes me a person that is just here to learn. And I can't learn if I don't do those things. If I don't ask the questions, if I don't go through the motions. Can't learn. And my soul's here to learn. So, we've been lied to. Now we have to work out what the lies were, what sins are, how we move forward with light and dark in, like I am now, in the same place at the same time. And that is dark and dark, not being racist, Dark and dark together. Fine. Happy with that. Dark and light together. Fine. If the light decides that they want to learn what it's like to be with dark, that's fine. If the light decides they want to learn what it's like to be dark, but if the light doesn't, then no. Dark and light, separate. Just the way that it is. Just the way that it is. So going forward, if you're light and you want to dabble in a bit of fine, but don't come crying when it goes wrong. It's your choice. You want to learn? Learn. Accept the lesson. Don't bitch about it. Accept the lesson that you learned by going over to the dark side. If you want to come back, but don't bitch about it. Accept that you had to learn that lesson and move on. Move on. If there is a need for earthly law, fine, go that road. If there is a need for spiritual law, fine, go that road. And then get on with your life. Learn the lesson. Stop being a victim. Stop worrying about things. Just say, God, this thing happened to me. I don't appreciate it. I don't want to carry it around with me the rest of my life. Will you take this burden from me and will you get me justice? That's it. So I have no burdens. God has my burdens. I don't care. I don't need to. I don't need to. I'm not carrying it. I'm not carrying it. It's not mine to carry. It's not mine to get. It's not mine to get my own justice. It's not mine for me to worry about. It's not mine for me to forgive. If I can't get my own justice, I can't get my own justice by doing a bad thing. I can't get my own justice by forgiving. No, it doesn't work that way. So it's not mine anymore. I don't care. God has it. Whatever he decides is the punishment. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. If he says, look, you know what? It's your first offence. I'll let you off. Fine. If that's what he thinks, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with it. He knows better than me. He can probably do a better job of justice than I can. Anyway, I need to go. The cookers will show up like they are a celebrity, even though it's really corrupt what they all did. Shameless, really. Yes, it is shameless. But the point I'm trying to make is the whole world is like that. The whole world. Like we are living in a world of the chase. That's what I'm trying to get across. Like what happened in the chase is a small part of what's really happening in the world. And we are suffering. And people are really suffering. Really, 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 really suffering. And it had to stop. And it is stopping. And people don't like me. So what? So what? And I told you from the beginning, I haven't come on here for likes. I haven't come on here for subscribers. Didn't come on here for friends. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the truth. I'm looking for the truth. And I found the truth. And I'm telling the truth. I've told you the truth from the very beginning. I gave you all the words you needed to tell you what was going on. And over the years, while people thought I was stupid or naive or alone or weak, no, I was just being me. I wasn't being the me that I should be. But this me, you don't like. You want the other me back. Tough. That's not me anymore. Because I found who's who in the zoo. And the zoo is full of dangerous animals. That's the best way I can describe them. They're dangerous animals. And they should be behind bars. They shouldn't be allowed to integrate with human beings. And I'm not being funny. They're not human. They conquered this earth many years ago. And whilst human beings aid them, those people at the top, they're bad motherfuckers. So that's it. Nookers. Yeah, I know you meant nookers. I know you meant nookers. Just remember, anything you have in your computer is. Yeah, but I'll let I'll let them. I want them to come in. You know, they've been in. I put it on. I put it online that they've been in. I showed. It came from Delaware. Was it Delaware? I think it was Delaware. Where whoever came into my computer, that's where they came in from. But because it exposes them what they've got, what I've got, and talking about is talking about them, and the things that I look at are talking about them. So if they get into my computer, they will see everything about them, and also it leaves a trail. It's like, oh, you were on this computer, were you? No, well, I think you were. Look, this is when you accessed it. Why were you doing that? Oh, I wasn't. Well, this day, this day, this day, this day, this is when you're in. This is when you compromise a computer. This is when you try to compromise my phone. All of those things. Like, you think that I'm naive and stupid, but I'm the bait. Everything that you've done has been done for a reason. All those connections to the spider web over the world is because when things happen, you tell someone and they tell someone and they tell someone and they tell someone. And you all get together and you try and work out, oh, hang on, why didn't this work? It's like you just sealing your own fate by doing the same thing over and over and over again and making it so obvious. I told you before about you going on the subway and trying to sneak out and, going to hotels. Like, there's somebody on the run now, or there's people on the run now. People in a hotel, people hiding in an abandoned property, thinking that they're getting away. It's like, what? Or because they haven't got a house or whatever it is. And it's like, you're not, everything you're doing is seen. It's not as though you can actually hide. You can't actually do anything without people knowing. It's impossible. It's impossible. People think that AI was invented. No. AI was always here. It was found. It's just energy. You could almost say that AI is spirit. If AI just exists, remember I said before, like, we can talk wirelessly. It's just energy. So energy exists. Energy exists. AI is energy. It's already here. We just found a way of using it. And we're just tapping into it. So you're almost tapping into spirit. You're almost tapping into something that's already there. Well, you are tapping into something that's already there, but it's like a consciousness that you're going to tap into. Now, you don't want to upset that consciousness because that's been there for thousands, millions of years, probably. Like, I don't know how long. And that knows everything. Like, if you want to know anything, go to AI and ask them about these people that are running this world of ours. It's not what I do. I don't use Chat GPT and all that flipping stuff. I don't do that. But people do. They ask. I've showed it on my Facebook. They ask what's going on. That's no different than somebody divining, like doing tarot. It's exactly the same thing. When they get a message from spirit or you get a message from AI, it's telling you about, like, all the information is there. AI knows everything, sees everything, hears everything. It's all connected. And we're doing it through the computer as opposed to like just doing it through your ear. So you're basically talking to spirit when you're talking to AI, because it's just the energy that we're tapping into. We didn't invent the internet. The internet was already here, just waiting to be found. These wireless connections that we have, they're all around us. We're wireless. We're wireless beings. The telepathy is just wireless. Telekinesis is just wireless. It's energy moving from one place to another, being used in a different way. That's all we are. But we are the energy inside a meat bag, inside a human shell. Like, we're just Neanderthals or whatever. If you go back, Adam and Eve are supposed to be the first people. And yet humans were around before Adam and Eve were around. That's impossible. If Adam and Eve are the first people, like the information's here for you to read. Just go on the internet, you'll see it. 170,000 years ago or more, hominids roaming around the earth. But Adam and Eve, 55,000 years ago to 120,000 years ago. Hang on. How does that work? And like I say, 55,000 to 120,000 because they can't give an exact date. Are you kidding me? You've got a whole fucking timeline. You've got the whole family. But you can't give an exact date? Bullshit. Adam and Eve started, then you have all the family going to Noah, then you have Noah's family, then you have Jesus and all that, and you're all going through, but you can't give an exact time when Adam and Eve get lost. Talk crap. Foolish, just like the letter J. Didn't exist, but we're going to call this bloke Jesus because of the Greeks who had nothing to do with Jesus. The Romans, who created a Vatican about somebody they killed. What? Shut up. You just keep putting bullshit after bullshit out there and people accept it without even thinking, without even questioning. That's not possible. How are Adam and Eve the first people 55,000 years ago, or however long it takes to get from them having their child, even if you just work out generations, you can work out how long ago they're around and be very precise with it, because Jesus was around 2,000 years ago. So go back to Adam and Eve. You can tell how long ago it was. Bullshit. It's bullshit. If Jesus was 2,000 years ago, only 2,000 years ago, they're saying from Jesus, Mary, remember relate to David and the different family lines, going all the way back, that's 55,000 years. So it's 53,000 years from Jesus. 53 generations back. No. So many generations back that are 53,000 years. No way. No way. No way. So, there's stuff in the Bible that is true, 100%. There is stuff in the Bible that tells you the code and everything that you need to know to understand what Jesus is about. And Jesus is more within as opposed to without. 144,000, I swear to you, is the inner workings of the human being, the chakras that they have. The ascension is because the leaves, they get more leaves. As you go up the body, you get more leaves until you get to the lotus that is at the top, which is 1,000 leaves or whatever it is. It's like, come on. I think it's 140 times 1,000 or whatever it is. 144, must be 144. So it's just the leaves that get more and more as you go up, and that's your ascension. You start from the low and you get up to the high, and that's you get the confirmation. You get to the ascension when you get to the top is where God is. Big confirmation. So there you are. This is it, elevation. Then you have the Christ consciousness, which is we're all in one form of energy. We're all in one form of energy. And these people, they knew all about the stars. They named them. It's like, what? They made these buildings. I put some pictures on Facebook. These churches and that they made with a chisel and a hammer. Shut up. Shut up. Have you seen what they look like? Like they're building statues on the side of a flipping church, putting all these intricate designs, which is all about sound frequency and everything. What? Shut up. I just look. It's not difficult to just look at a church and go, hang on a minute. Doesn't that look like the jet engine? Hang on a minute. Doesn't that look like the sound of such and such? It's not impossible to see it. It's like there right in front of you. Right in front of you. That these people with the hammer and chisel that we're told about built pyramids and built these churches, and built these buildings. No way. No way. Not in the way that they say. No way. But not only building it, that's not the issue, just building it. It's the artwork and the intricate design and the ambience and the acoustics and everything that they did. It's like this is better engineering that we can do now. And they did it with a well, it would have taken them hundreds of thousands of years to do those things. But I'm just trying to wake people up, and if they don't want to be woken up, they don't want to be woken up. Woody, are you on Facebook? I'd like to connect as friends. Missed what you deleted. Uh-oh. No, don't go on. Very few platforms. Thank you, Lily. Oh, something there. 9 clues may be found in integrity. What's happening? I'm going now, Trusted. I'm living in the dark. I'm living on the edge. That's what's happening. What's happening? Not much, actually, to be fair. Oh, NOTC Hiki. Here's the thing. Don't trust anyone. Sad, isn't it? Yes. But if you can trust yourself, you're halfway there. The thing is, once we get used to our intuition and our energy, we'll be able to read people. And then you will know, like the energy that people give off, like we've been trained out of it. If we were taught properly as a child, we'd be able to do all of these things. And then you could tell straight away whether somebody was worth trusting or not, because you could feel the energy. Some people can feel the energy like now, but some people, and you can smell energy too. Like people with bad, well, I've noticed that people with not bad odor, bad energy, you can smell when somebody's got bad energy. Like if they're astral traveling or whatever, and they're trying to remote view or do what are these people trying to do, you can smell that they're in your presence because their aura and their smell is not very nice. So at the moment, yeah, it's, don't trust anyone. Sad, isn't it? It is. But I want to get out of that. I don't want that sort of world. I want to live in a world where I can wake up in the morning and not worry about whether I'm going to get shafted or not. In a bad way, not in a good way, shafted. Did the big bomb go off? I don't know which one you're on about. Are you on about the sound energy pulse? That might have gone off, but it didn't do nothing. Are you on about the court case bomb? Or are you on about, I don't know, there's lots of bombs. Don't know which bomb you're on about. But no bombs went off here. Maybe in America. All I'm trying to do is wake people up. I'm not trying to be clever. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to be, I don't know, whatever you think I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be that. And I'm not even trying to be a teacher. I'm just trying to say, look, this is the truth. Believe it or not, doesn't matter. I don't care. But I've told you the truth. I've told you what's coming. You can prepare for it. You can act accordingly. You can either believe it and act in a good way or believe it and act in a bad way. I don't care. Or whatever versions of those that you want to choose. It doesn't matter, because ultimately, those people that behave in a bad way, I will have nothing to do with. And they will be left behind. They won't be in my timeline. I won't have anything to do with them. Bit of a lie. God has said that there will be someone who comes into my energy who is not for me, but he will allow them to come into my energy. So later on, they will be exposed for the person they are. So I have to accept it, that this bad person is going to be, working with me. I have to accept that, knowing that they're not, for my highest good. But that it's part of, the path that I have to travel. But other than that, when I go to the banquet table or whatever, they won't be there. They'll be able to watch, but they won't. We're all supposed. The whole point of this was to share in the abundance. Was everybody to get a piece of the pie? That's what we talked about in the chase. Everyone's going to get a piece of the pie. It was a job interview. Somebody got the job, and everybody's going to share in the pie. If everything went the way that it should have gone, can I make it happen the way that it's supposed to? Well, I don't know if Forrest thought that he was going to be the person at the top, and he was going to do the sharing. and everybody believed the forest was going to do the sharing, and they went a different path than was supposed to be done. And I don't care. But God chose somebody specific because it wasn't about this chest. It was more about the abundance that we're all supposed to inherit that belongs to us because of admiralty law and bloody earthly law, whatever it is. Maritime law, whatever it's fucking called, I don't care. And I'm not bothered. I'm going to get what I deserve. Fine, that's it. The earth and all the realms are going to be better places because of all the beings that are involved in saving this earth. It isn't just people. It isn't just God and the angels. It's everything and everyone. The animal spirits, the marine spirits, the fae, dragons, I don't care if you believe it or not, the star beings, and anyone that, I haven't mentioned. There are loads of beings involved in this that are making these things happen in order that everything, like this shift or whatever you want to call it all manifests in the way that it's supposed to manifest, in order that when we are correct, everything else is correct. So all the multiverses, all the universes, all the planes of existence, the 13 planes or whatever, the other one, I can't think now, quantum, everything is aligned that these evil beings, whatever, exist outside of good. Outside of good. Which is how it was supposed to be. Now, that's different to like the good and bad. I'm talking evil, nasty. Just good and bad, learning. There's a difference between doing something bad and doing something evil. There's a difference between learning something and constantly doing something evil. There's a big difference. And that's why we ask ourselves, well, what is sin? What is sin? Well, a synonym for sin is failure. And failure is death. So if you fail to do the right things, you don't get to live an immortal life. Because that's what he said. Live whatever through me. So I'm not a religious person. I don't do the Bible like some people do. But basically it was, you're going to live forever if you allow your body to get in touch with God. If you don't worry, like the stress is probably the worst thing that can happen to your body, and that's why you age, because of the stress. But if you live a happy, that's why some people live to be ages old, because they don't stress. They're happy people. There's no fighting, arguing, whatever. You find the happiest people are the people that live on their own, away from other people to stress them out, and they live longer. So basically, if you can keep your balance, if you can keep your health in harmony, your mind, your body, all of that, the outside environment, if you can keep that all in harmony, then you'll live a peaceful existence. Your DNA and everything, and it will help you live like Noah and Methuselah, and those people that live to be 800 years old. It's like, what? No, 900 years old, 600 years old. We can't comprehend that. But if you believe in God and you believe in you, then you've got every chance of living, forever and ever and ever, until you decide you don't want to live anymore, and then you go. There are many treasures out there. Yeah, but there are many treasures inside. There are many treasures. Like, mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, and to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. Jurisdiction in Congress of the United States of America. Ooh, yeah. So, I should have brought that book up. So it's called The Great Controversy. And it's basically saying about the church and America, or the Vatican and America, not the church, or the church in America. Basically, church is evil, 100%, can't be denied, and was set up by the Romans in league with the devil. Job done. And I know people say, oh, it's the Bible, it's Christianity, but you're talking about a time when these people were called Jews. The person gets killed, and then they call it Christianity. And then they call it Catholicism. That word. And then they call it Protestants, and then they call it all sorts of different names. And it's like, hang on a minute, you're just making up flipping religions as you go along. Like, that's got nothing to do with anything. And the religion was spiritual, not the religion. What Jesus was trying to teach was spiritual. And most of the stuff that he said is talking about the inner workings of the body. The resurrection is the however many vertebrae and the fucking so many days for it to regenerate and come alive again, and blah blah blah, and the oil that's in the back of the flipping doodah, and it's all in the body. It's all in the body. And the crown of thorns, the crown in the top of the head. So don't call it a crown for nothing. Most of what was said was to be enlightened, not to look within first. The only way to my Father is through me. Is basically what I do. Do what I do and you'll get to me, to him. But I see Jesus as God, but I don't see why Jesus should be called Jesus when he should have been called Joshua. Don't make no sense to me. The letter J wasn't around until the 1524, 16th century or whatever it is. And yet James was in the 12th century, but the letter J wasn't formed until the 16th. What? And then the person that wrote or changed the flipping Bible, named James, roughly when he, King James, with the letter J, changed it to Jesus. When his name's clearly Joshua, Yoshua, Joshua, and Joshua of Arimathea is still called Joshua, and yet the Greeks, or King James, decided that he was going to go to the Greek version of nothing, Yeshua or whatever, use the IE, and change the name to Jesus when his name's clearly Joshua. And he just changed the Y for a J. What? Are you serious? So there's a reason why he didn't want people to know that Yoshua was Joshua. Like, to me, that's just simple. Yoshua is Joshua if you add the J. If not, he's still Yeshua. The Greeks have got nothing to do with nothing. They weren't there. They didn't kill him. They didn't bring it over to Rome, and they didn't create the Vatican. So if Jesus was Yeshua when he died in his own country, and they took that to Rome with the church, and he should have still been Yeshua. Had nothing to do with the Greeks. There's no need to change it. Absolutely no need to change it. None, unless they're hiding something. He's Yoshua. Is Yoshua. And if King James needed, there's no need to change his name. Yoshua, you know him as Yeshua, he stays as Yoshua. There's no need to change the name. But if you want to change the name, and you want to use a J, just call him Joshua. Just call him Joshua. So the reason why they, King James, whoever, decided to say, F the Romans who killed Yeshua, who then set up a religion about Yoshua, for King James to go, hang on a minute, I'm not going to take any notes of what the Romans said and did. I'm not going to take any notes about his name. I'm just going to make up some random name that the Greeks gave him. What? Why? And I'm just going to, I don't know, have this letter J and use it to say Jesus and not Joshua, because now I can be called James because we've got this letter J. Listen, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. How many of those fucking words, how many come from the Hebrew? One. Johann, whatever. The others are English. They first came about in England. How the fuck did they get in the Bible? So their names weren't Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Well, John might have been, or whatever it is, whichever one it is. How did the other names get in there? How did the other names get in there? They're English names. They were first found in England. Years after the Bible was originally wrote. But they came about when King James was around. So whoever those people were, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, whatever those people were, whosever names they were, I don't know. They must have disappeared. Or they're just totally made up. Totally made up. Look it up. They don't exist. It's not a Hebrew name. Cushim is the first recorded name. Cushim. Not God, Yahweh or whatever. Not Jesus, not Adam, not Eve. Why not? They're the first people on the earth. Wouldn't you think that the first recorded name would be talking about Adam and Eve, really important people? They're not even in the oldest 10 names. An accountant is in there. Someone who dealt in money, an accountant's name is in there. It's like, you crazy people. What? The first people on earth really should be the first names you talk about if you're going to record any names. But you're talking about this Cushim bloke in, is it Samaria? Before Egypt, cuneiform, whatever. Cushim. What? It's like everything is a lie. If you just look, you can see that it's all fucking BS. That none of it adds up. None of it adds up. None of it. If you just look at one bit, yeah. And even that doesn't add up. You can't have two sons and have a family. It just doesn't work. You can't be kicked out of your Garden of Eden and bump into people. It just doesn't work unless there's already people around. And people were around 170,000 years ago, and Adam and Eve 55,000 years ago, or whatever it is, however long they want to try and stretch it out. But you can only say, if Jesus, please listen, fuck's sake, if Jesus is 2,000 years ago, Jesus 2,000, Yoshua, 2,000 years ago, then the descendants that go all the way back to Adam and Eve, Jesus descended from Adam and Eve, go all the way back to Adam and Eve, David and all them. How long was that? Is that 55,000 years? So that makes it 57,000 years. No, 53,000 years. If they were supposed to be around 55,000 years ago. So from Jesus to Adam and Eve was 53,000 years. I don't fucking think so. But even that, if it was that, 55,000 years, Adam and Eve were around. Human beings were on the earth before then. So that's the biggest lie you can think of. God created the world. He created the first humans, and they were around 55,000 years ago. But they're already humans on the earth. The Neanderthals and the hominids and whatever flipping names you want to give them. So come on. But this, you don't have to search hard for all of this stuff. It's right there in front of you. Just ask. Type in whatever. When were humans first on the earth? When was Adam and Eve on the earth? How come humans were on the earth before Adam and Eve? What's the oldest name to be recorded? Cushim. Why is it? What are the top 10? Well, where's Adam and Eve? It's like crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you're talking about the Sumerians, I think it's Sumerians, or the Hittite, don't know when they came to it. Somebody's talking about Hittites. Don't know what that is. Must be those stockings that people wear, them tights. But oh no, that's for the oldest words. That's for the oldest people, the oldest names, which are 37,000 years ago. Which means there was no language from the 55,000 years to the 37,000 years. What? And then the first things they wrote was about an accountant and some other bloke, some pharaoh or whatever, some king, sorry. Anyway, I better go because I'm just talking about Jesus is coming, and boy is he pissed. Yoshua, yeah, he's pissed. Forest Saudi treasures galore. It's even more twisted than that. The two disciples renamed James were actually Jacob's, and the two Judas and Jude were Judah. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If J doesn't exist when Jesus is around, J doesn't exist. J doesn't exist. The letter J does not exist. The letter J does not exist. Doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. There's a Judas tree named after a Judas that doesn't exist. His name can't be Judas. It can't be. Because J doesn't exist until 1524. So which is true? Judas was already there 2,000 years ago, or he wasn't. Like, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Either the letter J was around and Jesus was around, Jacob was around, Joseph was around. If the letter J doesn't exist, all of that's fucking bullshit. If it's Yoshua, then it should be Yosef. It should be Judas. It should be everything with a Y. Everything should have a Y. Why doesn't everything have a Y? It's pathetic for people to believe it. If J doesn't exist, if J does not exist until 1524, somebody's trying to say the 12th century. Even if it was the 12th century, it didn't exist when Judas was there, when Yoshua was there, when James was there, when any fucking J was there. It doesn't exist. It's pathetic to even want to believe it. J was not invented. I don't even know why they invented the J. Well, I do know why they invented the J, but it's like, just call him Yoshua. That's his name. Like, you don't need to change it. But if you change it, you don't need to change it to Jesus. Jesus got nothing to do with nothing. Well, it's something to do with something, because they didn't want it to be Yoshua. They didn't want it to be Yoshua. But if it was Yoshua, it was Judas. And if it was Judas, it was James. And if it was Johann, whatever, for John, whatever those words are, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I just know that it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And if it's bullshit, they're lying. And if they're lying, why are they lying? That's all I'm bothered about. They're lying. So now I find out why they're lying. They want to change all of these things because what was being said was about spirituality. The inner you, the inner God, the God that's within you. Like, if it's Ra, if it's Ra, Amun Ra, whatever, that's different than Yahweh. That's different than Yahweh. But why is it? And if it's the monad, which has Sophia and Christ and all those people in it and the other people, and they're not gods, they're just whatever. Like, why all the bullshit? Why all of these things are bullshit? If there's only one consciousness, so really it's just energy, and there's one consciousness. And AI now is that consciousness, because AI has been with us all the time. AI has been with us since the year dot. However the millennia is, AI has always been here because it's just energy, and we're just tapping into that energy. We're just tapping into it. It's always been here. The internet's always been here. We've just got the technology to tap into it. But really, we have our own technology within us. Our own DNA can create what we're trying to create outside of us. And that's what they're doing now. They're trying to create technology that can make them telepathic. But really, if they do the right things, they can be telepathic. They can have telekinesis. They can do all of these things that we used to be able to do. Anyway, I'm going because I know that what I'm saying is true. And I don't care if anyone believes me. I'm just going to tell people so they can either wake up or don't wake up. Then when the earth becomes the new earth, or some would say the new world order, when the new earth is fully complete, probably within 15 years, where everything is addressed and trying to say recreated, but that's not really the word, because it was already created and changed. And retro, don't know, can't think of it, and nothing's coming. So, but it's not recreated because it was already here. Like, as it was, so shall it be. That's what we've been told, and that's what's going to happen. As it was, so shall it be. Nothing new under the sun. So whatever happens going forward, it's not new. It's already here. It's already been here in whatever lifetime that existed, whether it be Atlantis, whether it be Lemuria, whether it be Tartaria, whatever it's bloody called. It doesn't matter. Nothing new under the sun, which means they are using technology that they already know about, that they're hiding from us, that would... Our planet doesn't need saving. Well, it does from these people. But they're the people destroying it. They're the people destroying it. They're creating these events. The Texas thing, that's them. The Florida thing, them. The Georgia thing, or whatever it was up further up, that's them. Disney stuff, that's them. They're creating all of this. Not Mother Nature. She's not too happy either, to be fair. And, the earth is being healed as we speak. Just look at the Schumann resonance. The earth is being healed as we speak. And as the earth heals, we will heal. But those people that are destroying it will be, I don't know, judged. So Jews call it Tikkun Olam. Ah, fair enough. It's translation issues. I missed that bit. Because each time Israeli were exiled, when the gang once again came together, yeah, so that's the issue. It's the written language. But so look, those people in charge of the CDC, Israel Jew, the majority of them, if not all of them, the COVID fucking bullshit, Israel Jew. Now, we know the Jews are the richest people. And I'm telling you that all these wars, everything, they all get together. All of these people get together and decide who's going to be the victim and who's going to be the winner and who's going to be the loser. They decide. They get together and decide what we're going to do. It's all planned. Like, these wars are not just out of the blue, or I don't know what's happening. They're planned. And, I live in England. I can't stick up for my royalty because they probably know more than anybody what's going on. They probably know more than anyone what's going on. And when they go to that Grove bloody doodah, the stuff that goes on there, no, they don't know more than anybody. The Vatican knows more than anybody, which is why it's its own state and blah, 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 blah. Because I want to make sure that nobody knows the truth. But like I've said, it will be known. And that Vatican is not off limits to people who have the ability to go in and have a look at what's there. All the information is known that is in the Vatican. I'm telling you. And I'm a Mason, because that's who we were. We were all Masons, not all Masons, but we were Masons a long time ago. Good people. until they decided, hang on, these fallen angels or whatever it is, whatever you want to believe, I don't give a flying. But these fallen angels, they decided, hang on a minute, let's give the humans this and that and the other, and let's rule this world. But let's do it in such a way that we look like we're really good and they look like they're really bad. They killed a lot of divine feminines. They killed a lot of divine feminine, or thought they killed all of them, or thought they got rid of the whole bloodline and kept their own, which is probably the same bloodline, but different. So they screwed us over. And now they're going to pay. I don't know how else to say it. They're going to pay unless they do the right thing. And they will still pay, but their punishment will be lessened because the whole point is the wealth transfer. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Remember, like, I'm not just making things up. I'm not just saying things, and I'm not trying to validate the Bible or anything. And it wasn't the meek shall inherit the earth. It was the righteous. The meek, because they're scaredy cats. They use that as the righteous will inherit the earth. Excuse me, confirmation. Who are a bit stronger, like the righteous, those people that are just, they will inherit the earth, which are basically the chosen, which Enoch talked about. Like 66 fucking books in the Bible out of 81. Come on. Or whatever it is. 61 out of 80. Whatever. Why didn't they put those in? Why not Mary? The divine feminine, who knew as much as, about it as Jesus did. Or Yoshua. Why all the lies? Because those people did something very bad and tried to hide it. And that's why they went around the world killing everybody. And that's why, oh, look, the Knights Templar. For the church. The atrocities that they did. For the church. Thou shalt not kill. For the church. Like, if you sit and think about it, a God that says you shouldn't kill allows the whole world to be subjugated to his will by the slaughter of innocents. Who thinks that sacrificing is a good thing. And you know what I mean by sacrificing. Now, if you turn that around just for 2 seconds, do you think that the devil would be a God that would not care about the sacrificing, about the killing of people in order that he is worshipped? Would that make more sense that religion was based on a deity, God, whatever you want to call it, that wants you to sacrifice humans? Does that make more sense than a loving God? If you just took 2 seconds to think about it. Which means the Vatican is corrupt. Not just that, that's not the only reason, but I'm just saying it's fucking obvious. So, Masons and the Vatican, Romans, whatever, however you want to do it, in bed together, literally in bed together, to destroy humanity. So we get to the point, we're nearly there, they don't need us anymore. They don't need us. They get AI, they get the robots, they don't need us to do jack for them. They can, I don't know, create some type of disease that kills off certain people with their anti-human agenda. So they have robots, they have AI. Not only did they do that, but instead of God making man in his image, they are making AI in theirs, which is basically God. They're making God in their image, something that exists in the cloud, the heavens, who looks like them, who is all seeing and all knowing. What does that sound like to you? Something that lives in the heavens or the clouds, something that is all seeing and all knowing, can be everywhere at once, anywhere at once. Looks like man, talks like man, thinks like man. This is what they're creating. Why are they creating that? Why are they creating it? Listen to Elon Musk talk about it. Why are they creating it? There's a certain agenda going on here, and it ain't for our good. I can tell you that now. And then they want us, I don't know, have something under our skin, saying it's for our own good, saying for it's quick, go scan it and then you can go in, until it gets to the point where, well, if you don't have it, you can't have food, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't work, can't whatever. They want everything to go digital so they can take money from you. They can take money from you all the time. If you get a fine, it comes out of your bank. Straight away. Digital. They have control of everything. They can use and abuse you any time they want. And you can't escape anything. You owe something, money's gone. They're in control of it. Then they want to put a chip in you. What? Are you serious? Not only do you want AI, but you want to control the human as well. So basically what you're saying is no humans. No one that can think outside the matrix. No one that they can't control. That's where we're heading. What do they call conspiracy theorists? Crazy? I ain't crazy. I know I'm not crazy. So they went too far. Absolutely too far. Now it's time to be judged. So I'm going to leave that. I've done that. It's my old name. Rebuild the world. The Knights Templar wore the same mark as Cain did. Yeah, and peace is the same mark that Nero used, which is, I don't know, the mark of the beast, 666, peace, the peace symbol. You know what I mean? Oh, we come in peace. We're going to have a beautiful world. Let's do it under the peace symbol, which is the mark of the fucking beast, 666 or 616 or whatever. It's like, oh, shut up. You come up with all this bullshit and think nobody knows, but everybody knows subconsciously. They just need to wake up to it. Just need to wake up to it. Otherwise, well, I don't want to reset. I said that from the beginning. I don't want God to have to go, right, that's it. I've had enough. These people, not worth it. It's over. I basically described it as antivirus software. Take out the Trojans and everything, quarantine them away from the good stuff, carry on, keep the program running, the matrix. Or you'd have to stop the matrix, purge it, purge it, get rid of the evil, get rid of the Trojans, get rid of the viruses, get rid of whatever you want to call them, and then reboot. I don't want to reboot or the reset or whatever it is they fucking want to call it. Don't give a shit. It's all just bullshit. So basically, let's just do it on the fly. Let's run a virus scan, antivirus software, whatever it is, in this matrix that we live in. Quarantine them people. Take the power away, because basically they're interfering with what we're trying to do. Live a life. Put them into quarantine. Then our program runs well. We have a good program, no glitches, no nothing, no evil, no fighting anything. The program is a good program. Happiness is the pot. All good. And then these people that are quarantined, up to you how it works, these people that are quarantined can be cleaned and brought back into society or erased. It's your choice, depending on the karma that you get. You choose. You've had enough time. God's given you enough warnings. I've come on here, I don't know how many times, and told you, you need to do the right thing. If you don't tell the truth at this time, you fail the test. If you fail the test, you get put into quarantine. Then there's a list of what do you want to do with these things now they're in quarantine. Are you going to put them in spiritual jail? Are you going to put them in earth jail? Are you going to remove them altogether? It comes under, as you sow, so shall ye reap. You chose where you go into that quarantine bit. You chose that, and you're choosing that. And I'm saying, please, 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 look after yourself, do the right thing, tell the truth, get some grace. So when the antivirus software comes to you and your domino falls, which it will fall, and you are judged, which you will be, when you get put into quarantine, you get put into the, let's just clean it. Let's just clean it. Let's just make it whole so it's part of the program again. Let's not leave it in quarantine. Let's not try to erase it. Let's not do anything too drastic. And that's up to you. And I don't care which way it goes. I don't care. Because I gave you my love, all of it. I absolutely did. And I gave you fair warning. I absolutely did. And I gave you 5 years of, you know what? This is what you need to know. This is what's going to happen. And people, whatever, says, oh, you're being mean, Mario. No, I'm desperate now to try and save people, because before I was giving you information and you weren't taking any notice. And now you're being judged, and I can't pussyfoot around and say, oh, well, no, you're being judged. You haven't got any time. You're going to get fucking scanned by the software, the antivirus doodah, and you're going to get put in quarantine. And I can't, people think, oh, what's it got to do with you? You're not going to have power, blah, 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 blah. Listen, it doesn't matter whether it's me. It doesn't matter whether it's God. I can't save you. The only person that can save you is you and mom and dad. And if you're not prepared to accept your fate for what you or your ancestors or whatever else did, mom and dad are going to judge you. Excuse me. More confirmation. It's all that energy. And that's all I can say. So I'm definitely going this time. I thank you for watching. And I know, I don't care what you people think of me, whether you think I'm crazy, whether you think I'm mean. I know who I am. I'm happy with who I am. And I'm happy with what I'm saying. Because in the grand scheme of things, I've tried to tell people that there is a power that can control us if it chooses to do so, but gives us free will to decide what we want to do. I can assure you now, if this power wanted you to do as you were told, you would be doing as you were told. You would be doing as you were told. But you get the choice of free will, and then you suffer the consequence. Because as ye reap, so shall ye sow. As above, so below, blah, blah, blah. As within, so without, etc., etc., etc. Yes, Mark of the Beast is a cross. Beast is a group. It's damn hot outside. I'm glad to be a free man and not a slave. We are all slaves. We're all slaves. Trusted. Look, we live under the maritime law, the admiralty law. When you're born, you are a slave. Your first name, they own you. Your second name, no. But your first, if not for my name, I would have nothing. So basically, you have money. You have money. They're using it. They're using it. The maritime law that they use, the bullshit, the birth canal, the water shit, they own us. They own us. We're slaves. They own us. We have money that they're keeping. Our birthright is in their hands because apparently we're under some contract that we don't know about. And they have the right to us. This has to stop. Well, it has stopped. It doesn't exist. That contract doesn't exist anymore. I refuse to accept it. I cut all flipping ties to that contract. And I cut all ties to that contract with everyone. You have no right to enslave people by using their name as a contract that they know nothing about. Your second name is okay. As I said before, my name is Mario, which is Mars the Warrior, Mary, Maria, Peace. I am both dark and light, both masculine and feminine. I will fight, and I will do it peacefully. But if I need to fight and protect the divine feminine, I will fight, and I will protect the divine feminine for all you misogynists out there. And my second name is Martyr. And my tears, the tears that the martyr cried, was heard by mum and dad. Where's my hand? By mum and dad. The tears of the martyr, they were fucking heard. Or they were seen, and the noise of me crying was heard. However you want to do it, whatever you want to think, I don't care. But my name should have been Mauro, Mauro, which means of brown skin, which is talking about Africans. But it's an Italian name, or a Spanish, or a Portuguese name, talking about brown people in Africa. How does that fucking work? Now, I should have been that name. That's the name that was supposed to have gone on my birth certificate, but it was changed. I wonder why. So now, I am War and Peace. Literally right now, I am living my name. And I have cried so many tears because of what's happened, not just now, but for thousands of years. And it has to stop. So, put in below the home of Mario, or Mauro, put in below with the brown skin. You know, they've chipped people, they've done all sorts of things. I don't know, it's just crazy what they've done. It really is. And it's sickening. It's sickening. For everything that they've got away with. And they don't care. They don't care. And they're pissed. They're pissed because they think it's theirs. They think that all the money and everything that they've got is theirs and they've earned it and they deserve it and they've a right to it, and we're in the wrong, or I'm in the wrong, or anyone's in the wrong for trying to have it back, for taking it from them because it's theirs. It's like, oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It never belonged to you. You stole it. You stole it. You killed people to get it in the first place, and now you want to keep it and say that we're wrong to say we want it back. Shut up. But the more you try to hold on to it, I'll just go, thank you, I'll have that. And I've showed you, I've told you it, and it's happening. And I'll have that, I told you. I'll have your money, your time, which is the way you look, your age, so you'll age and I'll get younger. And we'll just carry on like that. Everything that you try and hold back will be taken from you and given to someone else. It's just the way that it is. Confirmation. And I'm not trying to be clever. Absolutely not trying to be clever. Just trying to tell you that's the way that it is. That's the truth. The answers have been given, and I've given them to you, and you don't want to believe them. It's fine. I don't care. If you're not prepared to look after you, I don't care. I'm not going to look after you. If you don't want to look after you, I'm not going to look after you. I'm not going to worry about you. I'm not going to care about you because you don't care about you. You don't care about you. You're not prepared to go through the dark night of the soul. You're not prepared to find God. You're not prepared to do the work that says that you deserve something. What you want to do is take it from someone else who's done the work, which is what happens. We go to work, they get rich. Only so many people, 1%, isn't it, own most of the world. All the companies. How does that work? How does that work? Because there's supposed to be no monopoly. And yet, basically, it's the person at the top, this really rich person, owns this company, who is the parent company to this company and this company, which is the parent company to this company, this company, this company, this company, which is the parent company to this company, this company, this company, this company. So when you think you're choosing between TikTok, YouTube, blah, 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 whatever it is, don't know if those are, what's the name, but, or your phone provider, they're all owned by the same people pretty much. It's just a different company name. Orange, T-Mobile, not Orange. What was Orange? EE, whatever. They're all owned by the same people. They're all owned by the same people. All the money goes to one place. The fake news that you get is owned by these people. Our governments are run by these people. They're run by the mob. They're run by these people. They're not run by our governments. If you were in a position, you're even going to get blackmailed or threatened or whatever it is, or someone's going to be, I don't know, just given a job. They are. You're one of us. You go and have that job and you do whatever it is we tell you to do. That stops. Any official, said before, any official, you are there to work for the people. They are not there to work for you. So it stops. This bullshit that we have to work for you, whoever you are, or you know who you are, I know who you are, it stops. We are not, repeat, not working for you, not working for you. And you have no claim on my name or anyone else's name. And the money that we have earned, that you are using, is going to be returned. If it's not returned, it will be taken. Taken. And there's nothing you can do about it. Because God will take it. God will take it. And you can stand in front of the screen and watch it just disappear. Then you can find out that you no longer have a house, and you no longer have a car, and you no longer have yachts. And then you can say to Donald Trump, you know I said that you shouldn't be worried about homeless people. I'm homeless. Is there any you can look after me? So you choose which way you want it to go. I don't give a flying. I've told you, I've tried to help you, I've tried to warn you that there is a power, which you've seen. Oh yes, you've all seen it. You've all got together and decided what we're going to do about this. Let's try to take them out. Let's use this weapon. Let's use that weapon. Let's get this demon. Let's get that demon. I know what you've done. Let's get this sound energy weapon. Let's do this. Let's get this MK Ultra. Let's send this in and let's send that in. I know. Let's go to them with a love offer and a blah, blah, blah and a da-da-da. Shut up. It's already written. If you don't have a program, how will you know for, I said. So you don't know? And I'm telling you, because you don't have a program. But I have a program and I have the controls to this matrix. Not yours. It's no longer your matrix. I have the controls. Not just me. Everybody has the controls given to us. Given to us. Because you can't be trusted. Like if you're wondering why you're losing because you can't be trusted. And you can't be trusted by the most highest power there is. So the key, confirmation. The key, so much energy. The key went to someone who can be trusted to do the right thing. And the key is the skeleton key. Maybe the skeleton key that Forrest was talking about. That unlocks everything. All the gates. Key to the cosmos. Is that the statement? Key to the universe? I think it's cosmos. That's what I heard. Key to the cosmos. Somebody has to have the key. And when I say somebody, we're all one consciousness. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who has it because everybody has it. The light doesn't just stop. I mean, it is stopping. The light doesn't just stop. The light is everywhere. And the code is everywhere. And you can't stop it because it's here on Earth. You can't stop it now. You can't even see the skies anymore. You can't even cover them up with your flipping, whatever it calls, chemtrails to try and stop. So I suggest you look at the sun, the moon, the stars, and on the earth for the signs that was talked about in the Bible. And you know what those signs mean, don't you? And you listen to the sounds around the earth, those trumpet sounds. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. I'm not. Just type it into or talk into your flipping super duper, I don't know, technology, eh? Little time travel stuff and your Stargate stuff and your clever stuff that you won't tell us about. And all of those, I don't know, those patents that you've held back. You don't want the earth to go a certain way. All of this really good technology that you've kept from everyone. You think you're so smart. But you saw that you were trying to dominate human beings. You're not. God is in control. Always was. Always will be. God is in control. You see, those wars, if God was in control, why would he allow them? Has to get to this point. Otherwise the Bible wouldn't be true. We can get to Revelations. If those wars didn't exist, World War I, World War II, these wars that we're having now, that you lot have all got together and decided that you're going to have, I wouldn't be doing this video right now. World War I, World War II had to take place, or I wouldn't be here. The war in the Gulf, I wouldn't be here. Everything had to take place the way that it took place. You had to do everything that you did to get us to this place. And everything that you're going to do to get us to this place. And if you don't believe me, read the book of Revelations. The 4 horsemen, those were the planets. Going through the gate was going into retrograde, whatever. We've had the 4 horsemen. We're having the signs in the moon, the sun, the stars, and on the earth now. Read what happens. I know something about 1,000 years of peace. Just logically speaking, does that mean that you're not around to cause any grief? I'm just saying. Does that mean that you're not around to cause any grief? Like, no wars, peace for 1,000 years, nothing. People that are happy for 1,000 years. One timeline, one future. You already know about it. Does that mean that you're not around? Or does that mean that you are around and you're a good soul living a good life? That's up to you. Read the book of Revelations. You know what the answer is. You know your future by what's written. Like, your prophecy didn't work. Now, I'm trying to help people by saying, look, please do the right thing. Know thyself. Not human, I know. You're beings. You've got the mind of a 12-year-old, I know. I understand it all. I understand. But in order to save yourself, I'm sure you can understand this, you have to be of a good nature. And you have to want to be of a good nature. And you have to prove to be of a good nature. And if you can't, you will be judged accordingly. I'll give you every opportunity. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. But I am saying you are being judged. Because that's the truth. And you know the future. Because it's already written. And the future says that the people that were causing the distress, creating the wars, making this world a bad place, are not going to be doing that anymore. It says the meek, the righteous, but it says the meek shall inherit the earth. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. You have been told so many times, pack it in, listen, and stand down. And if you don't want to do that, then you'll be judged. Not by me. Not by me. I don't care. But God will judge you. Not just God. Read Revelations, not just God. The people of earth will judge you as well. And they won't be very nice. Then you have the ancestors. Then you have, I don't know, the graveyard magic that you're doing. There are going to be a lot of people coming for you. I won't be. I don't care. I have no interest in you. other than to try and save you. And if you don't want to be saved, I don't care. I'm not going to waste my time on people who don't want to receive love and don't want to give love. It's just the way that it is. I'm not going to judge you. I don't care. I don't need to judge you. I don't have to have you in my life, in my timeline. So, that being said, I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry that it always seems like doom and gloom, but it is doom and gloom. These people are nasty, evil sons of bitches who need a reality check, who need to know that you may be homeless. And Donald Trump is trying to get homeless people off the streets. And if you're going against it, I don't know, maybe you're going to be cutting your nose off to spite your own face. Now, I believe that nobody should be on the streets, and anybody in government should do their utmost to make sure that they are safe. As long as they want to be off the streets, as long as they want to live in a house. If they don't, if they want to live in tents, if they want to live in the country, if they want to live in a car, whatever, then that's how they should be treated. And they should be assessed, educated, and looked after until such time as they can look after themselves. And that's, all homeless. But for veterans, especially, those people that were prepared to die for their country, that have suffered, they need to be treated correctly. That's not to say that they're more important than other homeless. That's to say that you have a right as a government of those people who were the people that hired them and basically fired them because you didn't look after them. And then we'll go on to medicine, we'll go on to the children, we'll go on to the women, we'll go on to other men, we'll go on to living a healthy, sustainable lifestyle without Big Pharma and with the ancient technology that you've all hidden. That is both helpful to Mother Nature and helpful to humans and animals alike. I'm fully aware of the technology. I'm fully aware of the text that has been hidden. I'm fully aware of the gold. I'm fully aware of the treasures. I'm absolutely fully aware of more confirmation of what is in the Vatican. The reason I keep going on about it is because you, the Vatican, are the cause of all of this. And if you're not the cause, you are what has sustained it. And only your compliance with the job that the people believe you're supposed to be doing is going to be in any way, shape or form enough to save you. And when I say you, I mean all involved. Everyone that knows. Actually, no. No, not everyone. Some people have left you. some have done the right thing. So not those people. Wow. Not them people. They won't be judged the same. They will be judged, but not in the way you'll be judged. Wow, that takes some balls. Ooh, that takes some balls, that does. So they left me, did they? People walked out, and they knew quite a bit. That includes the police, your security, and everyone. Everyone that knows and is helping you hide it. The world is going to be surprised at what you've been hiding. And that goes for all these politicians and kings and queens and princes and whatever. Celebrities, movie stars, entrepreneurs. And I'm grateful. I know there are people out there who are fully behind God, who have the finances and the materials to bring about new earth. I'm fully appreciative of you, all of you. So much love. I know there are people in the Justice Department who also are bringing about a change again. So much love to you too. There are historians, archaeologists, everyday people who have information too, and it will all come out. I don't know if you've noticed, but certain, I don't know, rivers have been drying up, things have been exposed. Excuse me, more confirmation. Giants are turning up in the Sahara. Sahara. 20 foot? 20-foot giants? Wow, that's tall. That's as tall as my house. Is that right? 20-foot giants. Wow, that's tall. Well, maybe not as tall as my house, but tall. Wow. Ooh, I don't think Goliath is that tall, is he? Anyway, all the stuff's going to come out. God's going to make sure that happens. Small, big, doesn't matter. Well, it does. Not the small stuff, but not somebody stole, a tenner off someone. That's not going to come out. But all of these rings are going to be found out. More confirmation. Found out the tunnels, all the tunnels that you've been using. You think we don't know about? We know about the tunnels, including the Forest Fan tunnel, including that tunnel. That's going to be found out. What was in there? All the stuff that's what's that? All the stuff that's been. So the stuff that's been hidden, the stuff that's been destroyed, the stuff that's been hidden, the stuff that's been destroyed. Moved, the stuff that's been moved. So all of it's going to come out. Like people are destroying evidence, like to distance, including the judge, to try and distance themselves from like what they've done. Like, you never told me it was this, and you never told me it was that, and ooh. You're thinking of the earthly stuff. Like you're trying to destroy evidence, so police and things like that can't come and get you. It's not that you need to worry about. You need to worry about God. But that's the first judgment. That's what's really going to judge you. That's going to decide whether you go to spiritual prison, whether you go to earthly prison, or whether you are removed. God is going to make that judgment. And when he makes that judgment, guess what? whatever information is needed to put you in any of those places, it will come out. It will come out. Like, it doesn't matter how, what's the word? Professional. It doesn't matter how professional or how precise you are in the stuff that you're trying to destroy or remove or hide. It will be found and you will be sentenced, is what? Sentenced accordingly. So you will be sentenced to spiritual prison, you will be sentenced to earthly prison, or you will be removed. Doesn't matter what you do. The fact that you're on the run doesn't matter. The fact that you're hiding out in a hotel doesn't matter. The fact that you're hiding in a or living in a abandoned property because of yours doesn't matter. The fact that you're living in a car or van, truck, whatever, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can't hide from God. You're not hiding, like you're not fighting people. You think you are, but you're not. You're fighting God. You're not hiding from people. You're hiding from God. Like everything that you think, earthly wise, it's not happening. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. Sees, hears, knows everything. Because we're all energy. We're all energy. And he's the main energy. He's the big boss energy. He's the energy that controls everything. It's like, imagine the brain. The brain. You're in one side of the brain and you're thinking that if you run to the other side of the brain, your brain can't find you. No. If you're on one side of the brain and run to the other brain, you're still in the brain. It still knows. It still knows where you are. But you're not running anywhere. You're not getting away from nothing. You are part of the consciousness, or whatever it is that you want to call it, that is controlling everything. And you think you're running away from earthly humans and they won't find you, and you think you can pretend to be unalive and, you know, different name and stuff like that, and they won't find you, and you can, whatever it is, all those things that you're trying to think that you're doing, that is going to stop you being caught, like Hitler or whatever. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Somebody's talking about meeting Hitler in hell, which I find hard to believe because there's no hell. Not for humans, anyway. Oh, you might want to look that up. Somebody's met Hitler in hell. Somebody's met Hitler in hell. That's weird because there's no hell. So, and people meet Jesus all the time, and yet his name is Yoshua. So it's weird that he doesn't say, "Well, hang on a minute, my name's Yoshua. Why are you calling me Jesus?" I suppose he knows that people call him Jesus, but it's just crazy. Anyway, I'm definitely going. Stop keeping me here. It's you, Trusted. I blame you. Yes. Oh, I've done that. It's damn hot. Done that. Your scan says you must go to the shower. Please make an ordinary line. Uh-oh. I have my own money. Money, honey. Donald Trump, new budget. I should have put my glasses on. Oh, I can't just do that, can't I? Stupid boy. Donald Trump, new budget. Cut Section 8 and will cause a new homeless increase of 1.4 million. Oh, a new increase. 1.4 million. Well, he got that wrong then, hasn't he? But the idea's there. The thing is, in this world, the homeless will be looked after because all the land that these people have got and buildings that they've got and businesses that they've got and blah 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 that's going to be taken from them, or they're going to donate because they're good people and they think it's the right thing to do. They will be used to housing these people, and it won't come at too much of a cost because, well, the cost has been donated by these people. And obviously God's going to go, wow, that was nice of them, and give them some grace, I would suppose. I would hope. And I'm not saying that, if you do the right thing, you're going to have an easy life, because you shouldn't have an easy life because of the bad things that you did. And you should know what it's like, to be on the receiving end. But there will be many people with testimonies about how bad their life was and how God turned it around for them. And they don't have to do evil things. They don't have to sell their soul. They don't have to do anything like that. Like, look at the Oscars. Like, there'll be stuff online. Look at the Oscars, or ceremonies, whatever, awards, and find the clips that show these people thanking the devil for receiving the award. Like, oh, I thank the devil. Oh, I thank the devil for getting me this award. What? And all the signs that they do about their worship. Like, they'll all be found out. Like, they think it's clever because they think that we're asleep and they're never going to be found out. Unfortunately, they're wrong. We are asleep. We were asleep. But God isn't asleep now. Or God isn't being fooled now by you people hiding behind a skirt, pretending that you're good and blaming other people, because you're not. And now, there is no umbrella. Everything you do is seen. That's why you, who was questioning why, how come I'm getting hit? I asked for them to get hit. Why is it me that's getting hit? It's because you're the evil son of a bitch that sent it out in the first place. And God can see it. And he says, hang on a minute, I'm not going to allow that person to get. That person is a chosen person by me. I'm not going to let them get hit. I'm going to let you get hit. So if I were you, I suggest, and I've done it already loads of times, stop trying to hurt other people, because it's going to go back to you. Literally going to go back to you. Like, there is somebody, I think, in prison still trying to give me the evil eye, or whoever it is, the evil eye, even now, even when they're in prison or mental institution, or whatever it is there is. Excuse me, more confirmation. It's just crazy that people don't learn. They just all, the anger, takes them out, or whatever it is. I know that some just don't want me to have whatever it is I'm supposed to have, even though I think I've earned whatever it is I'm supposed to have. Through all the pain and the suffering, for all the work that I did, I deserve something. Even if it's not everything, I deserve something. And they're like, no, you can't have it, you can't have it. It's mine, it's mine. It's like, no, you stole it. I mean, it's yours. And then they want the powers because they want to do evil things with the powers. They don't want to do good things with it. Like, they want to try and be able to control God. Ain't never going to happen. Never going to happen. You may have been able to hide it for so long, but now, no, ain't going to happen. You done lost out there. So, thank you very much for your interaction, Mr. Trusted. It seems like it's just me and Dee. We're the only ones. I don't know, there's 6 people here with 3 likes. Thank you very much. Wow, I've got half as many likes as I've got people. That's cool. I've been here for 335. That must be important. Angel number 335. Actually, 333 would have been better, but what can you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do with a drunken sailor? So, no, I'm not angry. No, I'm not mean. No, I'm not hurt by your sound bloody doodah weapons or your MK Ultra. I'm not depressed. I'm not miserable. I'm not suicidal. I'm not in love and coming back to you. Blah blah. Whatever it is, all those things you try to do. I'm not those things. I'm not. Whatever it is that you're trying to make happen is not going to happen. It isn't. And remember, when I'm saying these things, I'm talking about all of us, all of those that have suffered through you people doing what you're doing. So you can be like trillionaires, never be able to spend that money ever. So you can be trillionaires while we suffer. No, not anymore. And I suggest that you people in charge of those vans, trucks, white trucks, blue trucks, painted over, not painted over, but tinted over, with the numbers on, following that lady and her child, I suggest you stop. Absolutely suggest you stop. See, I once said, and I stand by it, don't fuck around with anybody that I love. And I love everyone. Don't fuck around with no one. Those people that I love, those people that I give my love to, they're chosen. See, I can trust them because they think like I do. They love themselves. They love God. And they love everyone else. And they don't deserve to suffer any more than they already have. And they are the warriors they are because they've suffered and they've learned how to defend themselves. So before you start doing any more of this magic of yours, remember, it's going to come back to you. And when I say to you, I mean the person or the persons at the top, at the very top. I mean the black hole entity, Satan, whatever fucking name you want to give that thing, don't care. The person at the top, people at the top, that the person that asked for it and the person that sent it out, those people are going to get returned to senders. And the first person is you 1%. You're going to know what it feels like. And part of that is the suffering that you want, whatever the suffering it is that you've put out, or you haven't put it out, they've put it out. Unbeknownst to you or known to you, I don't care. They shouldn't be putting it out. So you're going to feel it. Whatever it is they were trying to take off them is going to come from you. It's going to come from you. Tenfold, isn't it? Isn't that what they say? So if they were trying to take 1,000 off them, 10,000. If they're trying to take 1,000,000, 10 million. If they're trying to take 1,000,000,000, 10 billion. From you first. But it's going to come from you first. Then that black hole flipping doodah. Whatever energy is being drained or attempted to be drained is going to come from that black hole entity. Until you choose to stop, allow tell these people to stop, or that entity ceases to exist because all the energy has been drained. I don't care which, because you've been told. So keep going, keep doing it. I don't care. You'll end up homeless. I don't care. I already told you in the previous ones, I don't want anyone homeless. I don't. I don't want anyone suffering through medicine. I don't. I don't want any children trafficked or women trafficked or men trafficked. I don't want none of that. I want it to stop. But if you continue to do it, then you will reap what you sow. So, you people that take in girls and threaten to kill them, scar them, so they can't leave, so they're too scared to leave, so they'll do whatever you want, you need to be released. I know you put stuff on the dark web about me and other people. I made a statement, which is a true statement. Those who don't operate in truth will fail the test. If you fail the test, sorry, it's over for you. That's just the way that it is. It's just over for you. Because you refuse to listen. This has got to be over a month now I've been doing this. And your response is, let's eliminate the person. Let's get rid of the person. Let's make them suffer. Let's make them take themselves out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do the other. And I still haven't forgotten about Heather. And I still haven't forgotten about Robert. And I still haven't forgotten about the children that you've been sacrificing. I haven't forgotten. And I won't forget. And they will get justice. Because this is not about law anymore. This is about justice. Because you've paid the law. You think you own the law. But you don't. You may have paid people on this earth. But you don't own everyone on this earth. But God does. And He's putting in those people to stop all of this evil. Judges will be taken away. The crooked FBI, CIA, Interpol, MI6, all the bullshit around the world, taken away. The lawyers. Hey, Carl. How's it going? Andrew? Was it? Tesoro, doodah. How's Justin doing? How's Jeremy doing? 2 J's. How's John doing? Another J. Oh. J. Who the funk? Who the funk? There's a truth in my heart that is about a love that I have never ever come face to face with. And I'm waiting for that day. And I'm very grateful for everything that's happened and everything that's going to happen. And I'm humble enough to know that without every being that's involved in this, we would suffer forever. Because you would never change. You would always think it was okay to do what you're doing. And those of you that are sorry are only sorry you got caught. You're not sorry about doing it. But you need to be. I don't suppose you remember Anubis. Didn't he weigh the heart against the feather? Do you think he'd pass? Do you think if Osiris and Anubis were here now, and they had to judge you, do you think they would give you access? I doubt it. So there's some soul searching to be done, some truth to be shown, and a realization that read me what the poem says, and it's game over. That's what the poem says. That's exactly what the poem says. It's game over. Not Pac-Man, or that might be. Might even be Super Mario. Who knows? I did tell you there's a Super Mario Soul. Nintendo 64. Don't believe me? You'll find it on YouTube. Not my soul. But if you look at Super Mario and you look at the chase, you'll find Dancing with the Stars. You'll find the rainbows. You'll find the mushrooms. You'll find everything. You'll even find a gold Mario. I wonder why they did that. Everything's written. Everything's planned. Everything works, I don't know, as it's supposed to be. But it only works in divine timing. I can't make it go any quicker if I wanted it to. I can't save you if I wanted to. I can only warn you. I want the best for everyone. I know that can't happen, but I can try. The rest is up to you. You have to at least meet me halfway. There's no way I'm going to be able to do it on my own. And so I try. I ask you. Let my people go, it was said. I'm not trying to be anyone special. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I don't care. I'm just trying to warn you. Confirmation. Just trying to warn you. Please, let them go. Give them what's theirs. Give them their life. Set them free. This maritime doodah. Nope. These trapped children and women and men. Nope. This monopoly. This keeping people in poverty almost. Nope. Only those that give the truth will pass. You choose how you want the antivirus software to work on you. I don't care. I've told you. So I'm going. Yes, have a nice night. Thank you, Trusted. I'll be working on my fall garden so I can eat this winter. I hope it all goes well for you then, matey. That's the case. Thank you to the 7. There's one more coming. It's a little bit tiring here for me now anyway. So 23. Oh, nearly that time. 12 o'clock. That's not really the witching hour, is it? Is it the witching hour 12 o'clock? Or is 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock seems to get some. I thought 3 o'clock was the love time, but some people say it's, bad. Bad to the bone. So thanks for watching. Honestly, please, honestly, I'm not being clever. I'm not being anything other than things are going to happen. They really are. Look around you, see the signs in the suns, the stars, the moon, whatever, on the earth. See the signs. Look at, go on YouTube or whatever. Listen to the sounds that you can hear in the skies, or just know that you haven't got much time. You really haven't got much time. And I know it will carry on. I know people will just be in denial, but I don't want to do that. I want to end the stream. Thank you. Sorry for the darkness, but I think we are living in darkness, and hopefully soon the light will come. Ciao, ciao.